It's time for UW Stevens Point Hockey on the Pointers Sports Network. Follow the Pointers all season long as they battle in the Wisconsin Intercollegiate Athletic Conference. Pointers Hockey on the Pointers Sports Network is brought to you by Marshfield Clinic Health System, Skyward, West Bank, Century Insurance, Century World, PJ's Restaurant, Team Sherrill Companies, Subway, Stevens Point Brewery, General Beer, Papa John's, the National Guard, TDS Fiber, Buffalo Wild Wings, Len Dudas Motors, Dunkin' Donuts and Baskin Robbins at Stevens Point, Sport Clips, Hilltop Pub and Grill, Auto Select, Pizza Ranch, Coca-Cola, and BSN Sports and Under Armour. And good evening from KB Willett Arena in Stevens Point. Welcome to Pointers Hockey on the Pointers Sports Network. I'm Tom Weaver, along with me, Sean McMahon. Regular season finale this weekend here at KB Willett Arena. And Sean, we come in here, the Pointers kind of limping into the final home games here. 5-4 in the new year here. 3 games last week, went 1-2 on the year. Things have tightened up a little bit, but fortunately, you can reward yourself here by the work you did earlier in the season because you very much control your own destiny with 4 games to go in this whole thing.
Yeah, you hit it right on the head. All the good work in December where the Pointers went undefeated is kind of paying off right now, right? Yeah. As they come into the weekend tied with Superior. We'll see how Superior and Stout shape up tonight in Menominee, but it's going to be a fun ride here to the last 2 weeks of the season.
That it will. Superior beats Stout on Wednesday night 3-0, so they come in, as you said, tied atop the WIC standings. Pointers, of course, will make up that game tomorrow here. So, basically you're 3 points up on second place here. If you get a couple of wins here this weekend, you could look at going into that final weekend a couple of different combinations of having everything wrapped up, or at least a bye wrapped up or whatever, but none of that matters unless you get a couple of wins here this weekend over a team that has struggled. Northland only 1 win on the year, but Sean, what have they had? They've had 4 or 5 overtime games here in January. They've been right in it and played the Pointers hard up in Ashland here. This might be your classic trap weekend that you're going to have to be very sharp.
No, absolutely. 6 points. I mean, that is the goal. That is what has to happen for the Pointers this weekend. 2 regulation wins, and you hit it right on the head. The Lumberjacks have played awfully well. They're right there, a bounce or two. You look back at a couple weeks ago when they played UW Stout, and Stout had to score twice in like 18 seconds in the final minute to win that hockey game. They took Eau Claire to overtime last Friday night up in Ashland. This team will play hard, and they'll push the Pointers.
They will,
especially with a somewhat younger lineup in the going for the point tonight.
And I think the other thing too is Chris Kerr will go in the net here. I can remember a couple of years ago he made a gazillion saves in a game against Point. That that he has that game possibly. Alex Proctor's going to go for Stevens Point here, and I think after the Eau Claire game, I think he's eager to get back in there and get going. Point's still a little bit banged up front, and we'll have some centermen tonight, but still aren't too used to doing that, so it'll be important to get off to a strong start here tonight. Stevens Point in Northland, game 1 of this regular season home finale. We'll come back and hear from the head coach of the Pointers after this timeout on the Pointers Sports Network. Cousins Subs is coming bigger and better to Stevens Point. This March, Cousins will be moving to a new location at 111 North Division Street with a fresh look that includes a drive-thru. Whether it's a grilled-to-order cheesesteak, Wisconsin cheese curds, or a party box of subs, Cousins has something for every occasion. Order online at cousinsubs.com or with the Cousins Subs mobile app. Cousins Subs, believe in better.
Sport Clips Haircuts has an app. Download the app. Upgrade your experience.
All right, people, bring it in. The Sport Clips app. Use it to check in, track your arrival time, get heads-up alerts. Why is that important?
Because guys don't like to wait.
That's right, Alicia. Convenience.
The Sport Clips app. If it were any more convenient, it would cut your hair. Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Opt-in required. Message and data fees may apply.
Visit your local Festival Foods today. Pick up a sweet treat from their Scratch Bakery, your favorite decadent entree from their savory meat department, or fresh produce to feed your body from their Days Fresher Produce Department. Festival Foods is a proud community partner and sponsor of UW Stevens Point Athletics. Continue with our Pointer pregame show on the Pointer Sports Network. Tonight, Pointer's back at home. Regular season finale this weekend as the Pointers host Northland College. We talk now with Pointers head coach Tyler Krieger. And, Coach, I know we knew it was going to be a week of heavy lifting last week with, 3 games on the road here. Came out, got a win Friday night, fell Saturday. What's your thoughts after a busy week here and, some tough work on the road?
Yeah, I mean, we took a little bit of a step back this week and tried to hit a little bit of reset button in some areas. I think we haven't looked like we've clicked all year long on a good enough or consistent basis, and we were disconnected, and we're trying to figure out why. So we have some internal cultural things going that we're trying to figure out what's going on. But right now we're just average. We're baiting on, we're 5-4 after the break in January. It's a tough stretch of 9 games, and it was going to make and break our season. But it's at the end of the day, we played 21 games, and we've been in 6-5 coverage for 20 of them. It's just we're average, and we're just expecting or hoping things to work out. And so I think we needed to take a little bit of a step back and have some discussions and have some conversations and get the ball wheels spinning in some guys' brain to think about things a little differently as we move forward.
On the glass half full look of things, I guess the hard work you did earlier in the year, however, has put you in a good position here to pretty much control your own destiny. So you got that working in your favor.
Yeah, and that's what we talked about. It's not a panic button scenario. I just feel like we haven't even come close to our peak at as a group. And it's obviously time's getting a little bit dull here. So, yeah, I mean, we have everything that we want to do still within us and right in front of us. Obviously we're banged up physically right now, so we've given some guys some other opportunities to step up and do it. We got to take care of business. We want to play here throughout, so it's taking care of business so we get the 1 seed. But for us, it's just day by day. We're looking to put a game together, and I feel a lot better about things than I did a couple days ago. I don't know when it's going to come around. I'm not saying we're going to play the perfect game tonight or peak tonight, but I think we're starting to take steps in the right direction.
Some of the guys you have out of the lineup, obviously you've got some guys kind of floating between playing the wall and the middle. For those maybe that don't know that much about the game, what's the big difference?
Just a lot more responsibilities as a centerman playing in the middle of the ice. I mean, you got a lot more. You're kind of in charge of that line out there on face-off, setting things up. You got more D-zone responsibilities. You're more active. You're more involved in the play. You're playing a full 200-foot game. You got to be smart to play center, and you got to be a responsible player. So, we got 2 fifth-years, Fader and Wilson. They are natural centermen, but I think they'll be the most guys that'll be able to step up and make that transition a little seamlessly.
All right, Northland here. This is a team, 5 or 6 overtime losses here. This is the record may not have had the results for them, but they're not far off.
No, definitely not. They've been in a lot of tight games. Took Eau Claire and Stout to overtime, played them tight both nights. They gave us a ton of trouble in the first half of the year. It was a 1-goal game till the last half, and they're going to play hard. They're excited to play here, as is everybody else. There's going to be fans. They're going to be buzzing. So it's just 120 minutes of hockey. We got to come out and play our style.
All right, Coach. Good luck here tonight.
Thank you.
Pointers head coach Tyler Krieger. Stay tuned. More coming up on the Pointers Sports Network.
Nothing beats the excitement of UW Stevens Point athletics. Advanced tickets for men's hockey and basketball are available online at tickets.uwsp.edu or by calling the University Information and Ticket Office at 715-346-4100. Game day tickets for all Pointers events go on sale at the door 1 hour prior to game time, with group pricing available with 48-hour advance purchase required. Get your seat in the dog pound today at tickets.uwsp.edu.
All right, back here at KB Willett Arena. Tom Weaver, Sean McMahon, both teams coming up. We are set to go here. Again, Superior beats Stout on Wednesday night 3-0. So that means Stevens Point and Superior, 25 points apiece. Eau Claire with 22, Stout with 19, River Falls with 5, and Northland with 5 as well. A lot at stake here in the last 2 weekends here. And absolutely. It's a big, big weekend here for Stevens Point. Superior at Stout. Eau Claire is at River Falls. One MIAC game last night. Sean St. John's trying to keep pace with unbeaten St. Scholastica in the MIAC. They beat St. Mary's by a score of 2-0. All right, here's our starting lineups tonight. First of all, for the Northland College Lumberjacks, the goaltender is Chris Kerr, 5'10", 180, and a junior out of St. Albert, Alberta, Canada. His 12th start of the year, 1-11-0, 4.22 goals against average, and a save percentage of .886. On defense, Ben Varga, 5'11", 180, and a junior out of Burlington, Ontario. The right defenseman is Kenny Stiles, 5'10", 170, and a junior out of Trenton, Michigan. Up front, the centerman is Evan Ilkos, 5'11", 190, and a sophomore out of Burlington, Ontario. The left wing, Jake Lamberty, 5'8", 175, and a junior out of Algonquin, Illinois. And the right wing is Eric Honold, 5'9", 165, and a sophomore out of Sussex, New Jersey. Seamus Gregory, head coach of the Lumberjacks in his 9th season, 56, 162, and 22. His assistant is Mike Lennon. Spent a couple of years at Lake Forest as an assistant and interim head coach there as well, and also in the junior college ranks at Williston State. Won a couple junior college national championships there. Did Seamus Gregory, the head coach of the Lumberjacks. For the Pointers, the goaltender is Alex Proctor, 6'2", 175, and a freshman out of Allen, Texas. His 11th game of the year, 6'2" and 2 overall, a goals against average at 2.17. The defenseman, Mick Hennigan, 5'11", 175, and a junior out of Niles, Illinois. Sam Ide, 6'5", 220, and a junior out of Grant, Minnesota. Up front, Andrew Poulias, 5'8", 175, and a junior out of Whitby, Ontario. The right wing is Fletcher Anderson, 5'10", 180, and a sophomore out of Thunder Bay, Ontario. The left wing, Dawson Chirino, 5'10", 175, and a sophomore out of Greensburg, Pennsylvania. Head coach Tyler Krieger in his 6th season, 109, 28, and 13. He's assisted by Brian Crom and Chris Nelson. Last time these two teams met, back in November up in Ashland, Tyler German a pair of goals. Matthias Smith, 15 saves, got the win for the Pointers as they started off the early half of the WIAC schedule strong. It's been a little bit of a struggle here recently, but plenty of time to turn it around. As we said, your destiny 100% in your own control here with 4 games to go in the regular season. All right, set to go. Nice crowd. Band's back here, Sean.
Love the band being back.
Yep. So a little jump here and get things going here as well. Of course, the Pointers will close out the weekend next weekend at Superior, both Friday and Saturday night, with huge implications at that. But as we said, Sean, next weekend doesn't really matter if you don't take care of business here at home this weekend.
Absolutely. 6 points is the plan, and a must if the Pointers want to host throughout the playoffs.
All right, we'll take a break. We come back. It's the opening face-off. Stevens Point and Northland, a WIAC matchup. Opening face-off coming up from Willett Arena here on the Pointers Sports Network.
Len Dudas Motors is your trusted Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealership in Stevens Point. Check out their large selection of new and used vehicles, or come in for a test drive. Ask questions about your financing, browse their inventory, or schedule the service you need to keep your vehicle running for years to come. From the time you enter the showroom, you can expect to be treated like family each and every visit. Len Dudas Motors, 3305 Main Street, Stevens Point.
In guys' hair, game day is every day. That's why the expert stylist at Sport Clips Haircuts study their playbooks with a fine-toothed comb.
Taylor, square face, wavy hair. What's the play?
1/8 inch mid-fade to 1 inch texture top with finishing details with a hard part and a tapered neckline, coach.
Nice.
The Sport Clips stylist, they know no two guys are ever alike, unless they're twins. Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Show off your Pointer pride with the Affinity Debit Card exclusively from U.S. Bank. The Affinity Debit Card isn't just for students. Parents, alumni, faculty, and other fans can show their spirit too. Visit usbank.com/UWSP to get your Pointer Affinity Debit Card today. Or visit the campus branch location in the Dreyfus University Center Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. U.S. Bank, the official banking partner of UW Stevens Point.
Hi, back here at Willett Arena. Tom Weaver, Sean McMahon getting set to go. Sean, before we start, got to give a hearty congratulations to Kevin Haas.
Yes.
The voice of the Lumberjacks, who dispatched of yours truly in today's D3 Hockey News Broadcaster Contest. Congratulations, Kevin. And boy, to win a national championship, got to go through the WIAC.
Yes.
He dispatched our good friend John Garver from Superior. Yep. Got through us this week. And up next, Pete Knutson from Stout. So good luck, Kevin. And guaranteed to get a WIAC broadcaster in the Final Four.
That's awesome.
So that's most importantly. And, Sean, even more importantly, 7 of the 8 spots are West broadcasters.
Isn't that great?
There you go.
Absolutely.
So, and the other one's our good friend Ray Biggs from Utica. Yeah. So, I feel pretty good about any of those. So, anyway, but thanks to all those who participated. A lot of fun. Thanks to Chris Sugar at D3 News, Hockey News on Twitter. If you don't follow it, you should. He gets all kinds of tidbits out there, does some cool video stuff and fun stuff like that. So that was a lot of fun throughout the week here. And
Good podcast as well.
did a podcast with him earlier. If you want to check that out in the archive, that was a lot of fun. Nick Svack, Alec Austin are the referees here tonight. Justin Peters, Jason Peters will work the lines as we are set to go here from KB Willett Arena in the first of two of the home regular season finale. Of course, the Pointers hoping to make the WIC run right through here, Willett Arena. McHennigan back with it for Stevens Point. Long-range pass ahead. That is broken up there by Ben Varga. Varga ahead. Here comes Puliasin. 2-on-1. Fires a shot. Kerr with a big pad save. Out high. Hennigan sends it wide. Off the stick of Pulias to the side of the net. And cleared back the other way. Far side it goes. Jake Lamberty sends it deep for the Lumberjacks around to the far side. Lumberjacks changing. And Sam Ide trying to dig it out from the far side. And Ide gets blasted on the far side. And a penalty call coming right out of the gate here as it's Evan Ilkos takes a run at Sam Ide, and he will go. And Sean, once again, we've seen this in the first minute. Stevens Point to the skyward power play.
Yeah, Ilkos will go for roughing, Tom, so we'll look at the power play numbers for the Pointers. 14-72, 19.4%. They're third in the WIC and 40th overall in the country. Penalty kill numbers for the Lumberjacks, 63 of 82, 76.8%. Last in the WIC, 6th and 66th overall in the country.
All right, Brady Smith off the draw. Skyward power play for the Pointers. Aromatario sends it down low, and Petrie will get a piece of it and deflect it up into the netting. So Ilkos, I believe, for roughing. Is that the call?
Yep.
Took a run at Sam Ide on the far side early here, and Stevens Point to the skyward. Power play's been coming along, Sean.
Yes, it has.
You know, I won a stretch of 4 or 5 games, scored at least a power play goal.
Especially last Friday night at Stout. Looked great.
Off the draw, held in by Smith at the point on the far side. Brady Smith holds it up now. Far side, David Hill comes back to the middle. Bunting with a shot. Kerr with a save. Rebound is loose. Is it in? No, it's cleared out to the side. Scrambling to the side of the net. Boy, I think it was Matthew Falls that had a poke at it, but couldn't get it past Kerr, who makes the save. Minute and a half remaining here on the skyward power play for the Pointers in the opening period. Nick Aromatario for Stevens Point gets it in. Falls carries it in around on the near side. And the Lumberjacks too. And Stevens Point just even it back up. Lamberty taken down. And is it Aromatario that's going to go? A tripping call here. And just like that, we will even things up at 4-on-4. Aromatario off on the trip. And we'll play 4-on-4 here for a minute 19. Sean, we got to give a huge amount of credit here to Wally Leppin.
Yes.
Longtime Pointer faithful running the clock. We went most of warm-ups without the big scoreboard working, and he somehow dug into the bag of tricks and figured out how to get things
rolling,
how to get things going here. And bright and shiny is the east end of Willett Arena, thank goodness. Long-range shot here by the Lumberjacks. That's blocked off by Jake Tice. Tice surveys it up now. They'll chip it deep. Tripping call to Aromatario. Hennigan with it. He'll zero back. Clears it in front. Here's Wilson Northey with some jump. Wilson Northey near side. He will rim it deep. 4-on-4 here for a minute. And then 40 seconds of a power play for the Lumberjacks. Pointers try to gain possession of it. Humberstone ahead. Jake Tice. Northey to the front of the net. Northey turns, centers it back through. Humberstone tied up and then taken down into play. Near side, Harrison Stewart pokes it deep. Lumberjacks can't gather it in, and Humberstone with it. He'll cycle with it at center ice. Humberstone, far side, Wilson Northey. He will fire a shot, and that went wide. Humberstone to the side of the net, tripped up again. Cody Moline sends it behind the net, kicked back around. 30 seconds to go in the 4-on-4. Here is Northland with it. Max Collette will send it in deep. Alex Proctor gloves that down, and then Proctor whiffs on it, turns it over to the Lumberjacks right behind their own net to Collette. Collette tries to center. Lumberjacks bring it out high. Back near side. Kenny Stiles fires a shot. Shot blocked there by the Pointers. Stewart will feather it out with a backhander on the near side. Stiles back to get it. Leaves it back to Ben Varga. Varga, their leading scorer, is a defenseman here, and the Lumberjacks 40 seconds of a power play now against the #1 penalty kill unit in the country in the Pointers. Stiles cycling around, back through the middle, waltzes through a couple of defenders. He'll bring it in. Long-range shot. Blocker to side there. Left a rebound out high. Shot fired. That hit a body to the side of the net. Far corner. I believe it's Ty Brown. He'll shove it out high. Near side to Stiles. Stiles back to the point to Varga. Varga with a shot. That goes wide. Sam Ide with a nice long reach there. Poked it free. Now they work it right back in front. Broken up. Cleared up there. Cody Moline with it shorthanded. He will get it and dump it the length of the ice. Good shot block there by the Pointers, Sean, as Northland had something going. All right, around far side for Stevens Point. Brady Smith coughed it up, and here come the Lumberjacks in. Long range shot, pinballs off the Shin pads there of Nick Gunrowski. Gunrowski to the near side, bunting with it, chips it back far side. Andrew Lewiski with it, shot in, pad save made. Pointers off the far boards, but not out. Now they finally will clear it. Sean Bunting clears it up. Sean Bunting out there with Jordan Fader and Matthew Falls. And the lineup here for the Pointers. Near side Taylor, he'll weather a shot behind the net. Backhanded chance at a rebound there. That goes wide to the half wall on the far side. Sent back deep around again. To the near side, Northland will pick it up. Tried to center it. Gunrowski with a good shoulder to break it up. Side of the net, Brady Smith accelerates to the far corner ahead to Matthew Falls. Falls right wing through a couple of stick checks. Crossed the red line, got it deep. Kerr out to play it. He'll poke it far side. It is Andrew Lewiski with it ahead for Northland. And he'll get it. Honnold with it will send it in. Eric Honnold with a backhander off to the near side to Jake Lamberty. That's back deep again. Dawson Chirino back in the lineup for the Pointers here. He will get it back on the far side, leaves it to the middle. Here's Harrison Stewart through center ice to Anderson on the near side. Anderson floated a pass far side that was deflected. Stevens Point offsides. Humberstone will get it. Stewart's got a tag up, and that'll allow Northland to get control of it here on the near side. 15-20 to go. Far side, Evan Ilkos. Near side, Jack Craycroft will skate in on the right wing. Tried to center it back. Behind the net it goes, and Jake Lamberty. Near side, Stewart. Now Chirino spun around here, and he'll get it back, and then ahead it went. Humberstone fell down to the plate. Nice job to keep his wits about him and get it ahead, but the Pointers turn it over again. Not a great start in the breakout here for the Pointers on this one. I think it hops up in the Pointer bench. We'll get a whistle. 14:53 to go in the first. Still scoreless, and file this start under meh.
Very meh. The Pointers had one good chance on the power play where they were able to beat Kerr, but not the goal line, I guess, and then ever since then, the Pointers have struggled to break the puck out and get it up ice and get their speed going. Northland doing a nice job of jamming things up right now.
Right off the face-off in the near side. Poked that there by Jake Tice. Rink wide, walking it into the far side is Josh King. He'll fire a shot. That's deflected. Near side, Ty Brown. Brown lost it. Stevens Point able to clear it out. Here's Hennigan carrying it in the near side. Tries to get it to Tice. Tice with it. Looks to center. Tice goes behind the net. Puts the brakes on. And a defender cleared it out there. And back the other way. This is Josh King. King to center ice. Flips a backhander to the far corner. Ide will chase after it along with Bryson Ciccone of the Lumberjacks. Near side, Jake Tice. Again, back in. Tice, Northie, Fader, Ryan Wagner. Final regular season home games as seniors here. Northie will flip it deep behind the net. Moline gets there first on the near side. He'll let it go. And in rink wide back the other way. Luke Hartke with it quickly in. Long range shot. Pad save made by Proctor. Rebound behind the net to Jackson Breton. Breton shoves it out high, but nobody's home. Red line here. A long range shot. Gloved down by Alex Proctor, and he almost fell in the net. Went up high to get that. I think you're better off letting that baby go in the net. Near side, Moline puts his shoulder down, carries it in with Isaac Moberg. Gunrowski waiting to see if somebody can squirt it loose to him on the near side. He pokes for it and then takes the body with a nice job. Hartke had it for a minute. Gunrowski gets it back. He'll cycle back ahead of the far side. Isaac Moberg again has right in front of the net, and it's Moline with a shot. Rebound is pushed wide. Jack Craycroft to the rebound on the near side. 13-15 to go through center ice. Gunrowski flips it back off the far hill. Quentin Hill bumped out on the far side. Then it's cleared out. Connor Taylor back to get it for Northland. Taylor near side turns it over to Jordan Fader. Lumberjacks do a good job to recover here. Stevens Point throws it back out the other way. Brock Weimer, leading scorer for the Lumberjacks here. Almost a chance back the other way. Fader shoves it ahead. Intercepted at the blue line on the far side there by Andrew Lewiski. And then cleared back down the other end by Stevens Point. 12:45 to go here in the first period. Still scoreless. Fader sends it deep. Shots on goal. 3-2 in favor of Northland so far. Back through the middle come the Lumberjacks. Jake Lamberty ahead. Mick Hennigan will chase after it now. Sean, I'm seeing a lot of guys looking like they're having trouble with edges here.
Yes.
As Jordan Fader just lost an edge, and
Nick Brett Humberstone
a couple of times.
Couple times.
Here's Hennigan ahead. Sean Bunting back the other way with Matthew Falls. Bunting up the middle, draws a defender, gets it deep. Falls tries to whack it out of midair, left it back for Poulias. He'll center it back through far side. Brady Smith joins the play. He will reverse back, try to set it up, instead flips it deep. Back around the near side. Dawson Chirino ahead of steam to get to it in the near corner. Chirino now carries it behind the net off the far wall to Smith. He'll shove it near side of Romatario. He will lift a shot over the top of the net far side. Fletcher Anderson to the rebound. Centers it back. Romatario, long range shot. That's blockered aside by Ilkos off the stick. Point cycling it nicely here. Poulias a shot right into the midsection of Eric Honnold, and that comes back out of the zone. Romatario sends it back deep. Kenny Stiles has it now. Stiles near side ahead. Romatario bumps it loose in the neutral zone. Here comes Brady Smith. They swat it away from him 2-on-1 maybe. Lamberty back the other way. Can't get a centering pass off as he's picked up nicely by Romatario. Jake Tice after it. But the Lumberjacks get there first. Sam Holy. Long range pass ahead. Got through some bodies in the neutral zone, so no icing call. And back the other way comes Stevens Point. Through center ice. Jake Tice 2-on-1 with Northey. Northey near side waits. Fires a shot. Blockered aside by Kerr. 11-10 to go. Still scoreless in the near corner. Long stretch of action here at Willett Arena. Now near side, it's worked around David Hill. Stewart coming back. Ciccone back the other way. And Bryson Ciccone to the near corner. Humberstone pokes him free. Hartke races in there for Northland. And the pointers cleared out. David Hill at center ice pokes it through. Went past him. Harrison Stewart gathers it in. He'll bring it into the far side. He walks through a defender. He'll go to the far corner with Hartke. And what do we have?
Like
whistle and offsides. Delayed offsides call here on the far side. 10:44 to go in the first. Still scoreless.
Yeah, other action in the WIAC tonight. UW Superior is at UW Stout in Menominee. They're playing game 2 of that series as they played Wednesday night. Eau Claire is at River Falls this weekend. We'll get to the rest of the West Region games as there's some games already underway in the NCHA to talk about.
And we'll get to that in a minute. We haven't talked about the NCHA at all there, so it's up for grabs as the WIEC and MIEC are. All right, Sam Ide behind the net, around, jammed at, and then got it back. Far side fed out. It is Quentin Hill near side to Isaac Moberg ahead. Moberg coming around, looks to center. He's rubbed off into the near corner. Cody Moline after it. Hennigan sets up shop here back at the point, comes back out to center ice. Sam Ide with it, flips it near side a little casually here, but Hennigan calms that down. Moline with it now. Cody flips it ahead, and Northland will intercept. Ewing back on the right wing. Tried to walk through Hennigan, chips it right back out. Taylor sends it back toward the middle, toward Ben Varga. Varga, far side, broken up. Sam Ide with it now. Quentin Hill bumps it off, and Sean Bunting bumps there. Now sends it back deep again to the far corner. Alex Proctor. He'll lift it up far corner right to one of the Lumberjacks in the far corner. That's Brock Weimer, only their leading scorer. And now big physical play behind the net, and a nice job here by Sam Ide to free it up, but Lumberjacks keep their nose in there. Side of the net, squirts out near side, and Sean Bunting with it. He'll clear it up off a defender. Out of midair, it's Ben Varga up with it. He'll dump it back down to the near corner. Near side, Brady Smith. Back through to the middle, Bunting out of the reach of Quentin Hill. Back the other way, Northland will get it in onside. Now have to touch up. 9:20 to go here in the first. Stevens Point long range pass out to the neutral zone. And here comes Gunrowski. He has some speed and gets bumped on the near side, but got it deep, but Northland flips it right back the other way. No icing call here. Brady Smith back to get it. Smith behind his own net. He will cruise out toward the middle, leave it left wing. Jordan Fader cuts to the middle, now back outside. He'll bring it into the left wing. Fader squirts a little pass to Bunting, walks through a defender, but then had it poked away from behind. Boy, that had the looks of promise for a minute. Gunrowski at center ice thwarts it back. He'll go ahead. Here's Sean Bunting back the other way. Falls to the front of the net. Bunting shoves it in front. Falls chops at it off the side of the net. Falls gathers it back in and squirts it to the near corner. Falls will get it. He'll bring it back out high. Harrison Stewart with a rocket just missed wide on the near side. Pointers try to center it again. Chirino back in there. Squirted it toward the front. Harrison Stewart with it. Pointers got the Lumberjacks hemmed in here. Chirino gets free. Chirino out. Ooh, hit the backside of the net as he tried to center it. Now gathered in the near side. This is Fletcher Anderson coming around. Anderson with a shot and a leaping effort at a redirect on the near side. That didn't connect. Pointers back out. Harrison Stewart with a shot. Kerr with a save. Rebound to the near corner. Good stretch of action here for the Pointers in their offensive zone. Anderson with it. He'll walk through the middle. Fires a shot in the goal. Fletcher Anderson undressed the defender. Team near side. Short side beats Kerr. 8:04 to go. Stevens Point on the board.
What a play by Fletcher Anderson. The individual effort. It'll be his 8th of the season. The second leading scorer on this hockey team, Tom, is coming on in the second half. Nice little move to fake a pass and take the shot low and stick side on Kerr. 1-0 Pointers.
I'm taking full credit for that goal, Sean.
Okay.
I bought Fletch 2 new sticks today.
There you go.
I'm not sure if he's using them or not, but just knowing that last time I had to deliver sticks, Jordan Fader at Eau Claire, and he scored. So, how about that? 1-0 Stevens Point. David Hill, near side back. Here's a turnover. Can't give it right back, and Sam Ide with it now. Ide around, flips it back near corner. Jake Tice with it. Tice in the zone, got spun around on the near side. 7:41 to go. We should get our media timeout here. I do believe, 7:41 to go. 1-0 Stevens Point here on the Pointer Sports Network.
Brings together hockey fans from all levels to enjoy and support Pointers hockey. Whether you're an individual, family, or business, there are many ways you can support the Pointer program. Consider an individual membership, a business sponsorship, or visit the Blue Line Club apparel stand and purchase the latest items to show your Pointer hockey pride. Get more information at PointerBlueLineClub.com.
Your family safety is important. And with winter driving coming, Sherrill Tire and Service can help. Sherrill Tire and Service Centers can help with new tires and a pre-season tune-up, so your entire vehicle is winter ready. Sherrill Tire and Service, Plover, Stevens Point, Weston, Wisconsin Rapids, Marshfield, and Medford. And online at SherrillTire.com.
Sherrill Tire and Service, get your car done right.
All right, back here at Willen Arena, Tom Weaver, Sean McMahon, 1-0 Stevens Point. Other games here, Valentino Passarelli has tallied for River Falls. About 6:11 mark of the first, 1-0 River Falls over Eau Claire. Stout and Superior about midway through the first period, and they are scoreless. And again, Sam Ide carries it in. Long range shot goes wide through to the near corner. Near side, Northland tries to dig it out, but the Pointers putting some pressure on in the forecheck. Now trying to spring again. Northie hustling after it, knocked down to the far side, but kept his feet and kept the puck going to the far boards. David Hill in there to help out. Hill, Northie, and Jake Tice on this line here for Stevens Point. Far side, they still try to poke it out. Sam Ide reaches in again. Now it slides out. Ewing will get to it on the near side. He'll dump it to the far boards. Sean, looking at those other scores, Pointer fans are big fans of River Falls and Stout here tonight. Got to get a win, though, to make it relevant. 6:58 to go here. First period. Sent deep here by Northland. Behind the net, Aromatario and Jake Tice. Tice slides it out. David Hill reverses back. He will send it off the far wall, but Miskonrowski. That allows Northland to get it, and they'll dump it back deep again. Alex Proctor kicks it down up the far boards again. Quentin Hill there. He will chip it ahead. 2-on-2. Here comes Isaac Moberg ahead. Moline on the near side. Cody Moline puts the brakes on. Looks to center for Hill. Northland gains possession and clears it out off the far wall. Aromatario circles back. Nick Aromatario had it, lost it, got it back ahead. Moline flips it in along the near wall. 6:15 to go. Quentin Hill now after it in the far corner. Centers it back for Cody Moline. Far side. Here comes Northland back the other way. Josh King. King cuts to the near side. He'll survey it up, but Brett Humberstone blocks that shot, rolls it out. Near side Hill on the back check here, trying to force it loose. It'll slide back, and it'll go to Sam Holding. Near side, Jack Craycroft, long range shot. Bounces off the skate of Harrison Stewart deep. He'll chip it to the near corner for Humberstone. Just out of his reach. Up near side, Fader, a nice job to play it down there. And it bounces through Harrison Stewart to the blue line on the far side. Stewart cycling back, leaves it for Humberstone. Ahead to Matthew Falls on the near side. Hill scored it ahead. Now long range pass. Here comes Fader on the far side. Falls to the front of the net. Jordan Fader gets wide, looks to backhand. Pad save made. Rebound shot. That's blocked off. Near side Fader goes for it. Behind the net, Matthew Falls in the far corner. Falls. He's stood up. And reached back in and poked it free again. Up high, Sam Ide reads the play well. Ide carries it in. He'll go behind the net to Fader. Comes right back out far side. And without a glove here, falls with a shot. Fader slips it to the front. Bunting just missed. 5:05 to go in the first. Stevens Point a 1-0 lead. Long range pass here. Falls will swat at it, but it'll come in on Alex Proctor. Sam Ide back to get it. Up ahead, and Northland with a good read here, and the referee here on the near side, Alec Austin, takes a tumble hard. Second game in a row, home game in a row we've seen. It was Jason Peters the last time. Oh man, just missed Fletcher Anderson. Oh my goodness, what is this? Fletcher Anderson well back behind the play, unless they're saying he was offsides.
Yes, that's got to be it, right?
You know,
offsides on Fletch as he tried to, or
no, they're bringing it to center ice.
My bad. Okay.
Yeah.
So they'll bring a center ice face off, and Tom Stout, I believe, is taking a 5-minute major, so Superior will be on the power play here for the first little bit of that first period. Other big games in the NCHA, Tom. 7th-ranked Aurora is at number 3, Adrian. The Bulldogs up 5-3 at the end of 2. Just a regular old defensive grinder.
Kind of, is this the weekend Aurora's for real or not? Right?
Exactly.
All the way, it comes in on Alex Proctor. He'll cover. Of course, they got almost max points out of St. Norbert at home a couple weeks ago, so that was like, round 1 of the test here.
Exactly. This is this may be the final for them.
I think, what is it, the top 6 teams in the NCHA all play each other in one way, shape, or form coming down the stretch here as well.
Right,
so.
and I believe the top 8 make the playoffs, right? Yep. In the NCHA.
Yeah, and especially in the NCHA, Aurora, Adrian, St. Norbert, MSOE, Trine, and Lake Forest already in. Long range pass here, 2-on-1, Fletcher Anderson tried to squirt it to Dawson Sherino. Back the other way, far side, Brady Smith hustles to get there. Near side of Romatario, shot 6-3 in favor of the Pointers. Andrew Poulias ahead. Poulias comes around, cleared out, and Northland walks it through, but Romatario, a nice job to break that one up. Poulias on the near side. He'll hammer it off the near wall to Sherino, leaves it to Anderson. Fletcher Anderson near side, comes back, Brady Smith with a shot. That's deflected, and Sherino toward a rebound, but that went wide. And nice job here by Wilson Northey to hold the zone in on Chris Kerr, and he will cover it up. We'll get a whistle, 3:37 to go here in the first period. Sean, we got a busy intermission coming up.
Okay.
Of course, Brian Crom will join us. Boy, I can't believe I haven't done that all year.
No, you have the first time.
All right. We'll have that. And it's our annual visit with the big dog.
Oh, he's coming.
Brad Duckworth will join us and give us the state of the Pointer Union.
Okay.
So we will see. And on cue, he comes up the stairs to the press box. So how do you like that? 3:30 to go here in the first. Far side. Northland flips it up high. Humberstone down, chips it down, but Northland carries it in. Craycroft avoids being offsides. He'll veer to the near side. Craycroft deep now, and to the near side. Bad angle shot. Pad save made by Proctor. Humberstone back to the middle. Tristan Petrie with it will send it back deep. Wilson Northey now for Stevens Point, gets his way to the red line, hammers it off the linesman on the far side, comes back to the middle, and that does not allow Jake Tice to get after it. Long range pass here, and does it go up and out of play? No, hits the glass and stays in. Point shovels it around here. Ciccone, bad angle shot, hit the shoulder of one of the Pointers here. Pointers can't clear it out, and they'll get it back deep. Near side, Ty Brown. Brown looks to center, instead Taylor with it now. Taylor right in front, just missed a redirect there. Andrew Lewiski to it on the far side. He'll feed it up again. Josh King cycling with it around to the near corner. King back after it again. Sline has been out here for a while for the Pointers here. Now long range shot block pulled down, and it's Hennigan with it. He'll scoop it to the far corner to Sam Ide now. Ide ahead, Quentin Hill point to the 3-on-2 maybe. Hill back to the middle. Here's Isaac Moberg again. He'll walk, leaves it near side. Moline tries to go backhand to his forehand and lost the handle on the puck. Man, that kid is just snake bitten in the goal scoring department. Now it'll roll in on Alex Proctor. He'll cover it up. 2:05 to go here in the first. It is 1-0 Stevens Point.
Yeah, back and forth. We'll go back to the official scoring for the Pointers' first goal. And so Fletcher Anderson, his 8th of the season at 11:56. Sherino and Poulias get the assists on that. First goal of the night. And the Pointers slowly getting their offense going here as they now lead now lead the shots on goal 6-4.
All right, Jordan Fader will shove it around to the far side, waiting for Jake Tice to get it. Matthew Falls. Here come the Pointers up ahead with speed. Here's Jordan Fader. Fader back the other way with Bunting. Fader around a defender, looks to center, comes through. Kerr with a save, has no idea where it is, and somehow drags it against the pad and holds on with the glove.
Now that was a late breaking 2-on-1 at the offensive blue line for the Pointers, and Fader did a good job of just keeping puck possession until the absolute last second. Flipped a puck over the defender for Northland and got a little tip shot, did Sean Bunting on Chris Kerr.
More in a minute here, Sean. Minute 40 to go here. Here's Jordan Fader out high. Cross ice, Konrowski. Long range shot goes through to the far corner. Brady Smith with it, knocked down to the play, keeps it going. Bunting with a shot blocker to side by Kerr. Under a minute and a half to go here out high, Konrowski. Around to the far corner, Fader. He'll leave it. Out high, Smith walks it along the blue line, chips it back far side to Falls. He'll fake a shot, send it to Fader. He'll reverse in the far corner, tips it right out in front, cleared out there by Jack Craycroft of the Lumberjacks. Near side, Honnold intercepted. Here's point back the other way. Bunting has to wait, throws it through, and Matthew Falls with it. He'll shove it to Bunting. He'll get it deep behind the net. Harrison Stewart into the play. Minute to go here in the first period. Stevens Point, a Fletcher Anderson goal here to lead things 1-0. And here is Northland banging it off the near wall. Fletcher Anderson intercepts back to center ice. Northland chips it in, and it should be dead here as it hits Hartje in the zone. We'll get a whistle. 44 seconds remaining. Sean, a little surprise here. Looks like Stout going with Brennan Kitchen in the net. We didn't see him at all. Because they've had the 1-2 punch of Dawson Green.
He hasn't played yet this year.
Dawson Green and Tyler Masternak. So
interesting.
Not sure if illness, injury, or whatever. Senior night, maybe? Is he a senior?
Yep.
We'll look here for a sec. I don't know. Coming around, 38 seconds to go in the period. Cleared back around again. Should be an icing call here against the Lumberjacks. Yeah, Brennan Kitchen, the senior.
Okay.
Dawson Green, the freshman. Tyler Masternak. It's been pretty much the two-headed monster of Green and Masternak all season long here, but you go with the senior on senior night. It's coaches in that position, you want to try to play guys, you know what you do.
It's a big game for Stout, too.
Yeah. They're trying to keep in the home ice equation.
Exactly. I guess I didn't realize how backloaded their schedule was in the last 3 weeks of the season.
Yep. All right, here's Fletcher Anderson, far side. Andrew Poulias gets it. Poulias centers it back. Humberstone had it, then lost it. Luke Hartke back the other way. Hartke to the near side, rubbed out by Sherino. Long range shot, Proctor. As the Pointers turn it over here in their own end. And Fletcher Anderson steamrolls a player, and now he gets it back. Here he goes, goal scorer for the Pointers. He will wire one the length of the ice. Kerr a pad save as the buzzer comes, and Stevens Point, kind of a sluggish start here. Sean got to go into the middle of the period to get a lead here. Most important thing after 20 minutes is a 1-0 lead.
Oh, absolutely. Get the lead, get some good vibes going with a little bit of a depleted forward lineup, and nice start for the Pointers tonight with getting that early goal and the 1-0 lead.
Yeah, never know. And like I said, as we said here, Northland's a team that's been snake-bitten with some overtime losses here, and the last thing you want to do is get them believing right out of the gate.
Oh, 100%.
Right. We'll see. All right, it is Pointers assistant coach Brian Crom. I teed you up by saying that assistant coach Alex Crom was going to be joining us. I haven't done that all year, and who knows? Kind of a missed start, but you got to go in there and got to lead. I think is the biggest headline out of that first period, right?
Yeah, it was kind of a feeling out period. We got 40 to go here.
Yeah. When it's been going good for your forward group here, getting the puck deep, winning a couple little battles, that's when you've been on top of things, right?
Yeah, the biggest thing is just being able to gain possession of the offensive zone. I think it's off the forecheck, getting in there and recovering pucks. Once we have the puck on our stick in the offensive zone, that's when we go to work, but it's just a matter of getting it.
Like to see your D fellas just kind of get a little simpler with things coming out of the zone too?
Yeah, a little bit more simple, but also too, our forwards have to get back for them. There's really no options for our D right now, so our forwards got to work to get back so that our D can make plays to them.
Yeah, and communication, I think you got to, that helps that too, right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you see a couple times Prox is playing the puck there, and he doesn't really know what to do with it because nobody's talking to him. So, yeah,
there you go.
For sure, you need to be talking.
Hey, band's back in the building in here. Get this thing going, revved up again. A lot more energy in here tonight too, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure. It's good to see everybody back. The students are fired up to be back on campus and have a good home game here.
All right. I know you like the second period, so go get it.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, Pointer assistant coach Brian Crom here. Stevens Point, a 1-0 lead after one. We'll come back to tell you about it here on the Pointer Sports Network.
TDS Fiber, the future of internet, TV, and phone service, is expanding to more communities. Register now at tdsfiber.com/radio. Enjoy internet speeds up to 1 gig at your home or business. That's 10 times faster than 100 meg from cable. Plus, change the way you watch TV with our whole home DVR. Can't get that with cable. Powerful internet, premium services. Go to tdsfiber.com/radio to register, learn about bonus offers, and more. TDS Fiber available in certain areas. See website for details.
At Papa John's Pizza, the secret to success is much like the secret to making a great pizza. The more you put into it, the more you get out of it. Whether it's signature sauce, toppings, original fresh dough, or even the box itself, Papa John's invests in ingredients to ensure the finest quality pizza. Call Papa John's at 715-972-1414 for delivery, or stop by Division Street for carryout to order your favorite pizza, breadsticks, or wings today. Papa John's, a proud sponsor of Pointer Athletics.
Shore Tire and Service, get your car done right. Big town savings with a small town smile. State of the art Goodyear service keeps you going mile after mile. We're working to earn your trust. You can count on us. Shore Tire and Service, get your car done right.
Nothing beats the excitement of UW Stevens Point Athletics. Advance tickets for men's hockey and basketball are available online at tickets.uwsp.edu or by calling the University Information and Ticket Office at 715-346-4100. Game day tickets for all Pointers events go on sale at the door 1 hour prior to game time, with group pricing available with 48-hour advance purchase required. Get your seat in the dog pound today at tickets.uwsp.edu.
All right, back here at KB Willett Arena, Tom Weaver, Sean McMahon, our first intermission. Stevens Point, a 1-0 lead. Fletcher Anderson is 8th of the year at 11:56 of the first period from Dawson Chirino and Andrew Poulias. And my worldwide advice for Fletcher Anderson is just keep shooting the puck, right?
Absolutely. He's hot. He's getting hot at the right time of the season, and what a nice move by Fletch to fake out the defender going to the middle of the ice and then stop and take a shot. Chris Kerr got beat low into the stick side, and the rest is history, right? So a good start for Fletcher.
All right, Stevens Point outshoots Northland 9-4 in that first period. Northland 0 for 1 in the power play with 2 shots. Stevens Point 0 for 1, a brief power play, 1 shot on goal credited there. Alex Proctor makes 4 first period saves. Chris Kerr credited with 8 first period saves. As again, the Pointers outshoot Northland 9-4, and Stevens Point winning 53% of the faceoffs in the first period. All right, Sean, other WIC scores were 1 for 1 here. Okay. Superior with a power play goal to lead Stout 1-0. River Falls over Eau Claire 1-0. So in the big scheme of things, the Pointers would really, really like River Falls to keep that up and get Stout to turn that around.
Yes.
And get a win here tonight would go a long way there. MIAC scores. St. Scholastica keeps rolling. 3-0 over Bethel in the first period. They are 9-0-1 in the MIAC. Augsburg leading Concordia, Minnesota 2-1. Gustavus and Hamlin are tied at 1. The big one in the NCHA, 2 periods there, 5-3. Adrian leading Aurora. Adrian, the 3rd-ranked team in the country. Aurora is the 7th-ranked team. Looks like St. Norbert has tallied late in the first period to either get even or take a 2-1 lead over MSOE here. Yeah, MSOE scoring first in that game, so that game is back even in the final minute over in Ashwaubenon. There, Marion at Finlandia, Trine at Lake Forest, MSOE at St. Norbert, and Lawrence at Concordia, Wisconsin. We'll get those scores for you later. However, Pointer women on the road. Sarah Adalin and Lena Berthume with first period goals as the Pointers outshooting Northland 17-6 in the first period. They have a 2-0 lead. Those are big 3 points for Ann Ninneman and the Pointers in Ashland as well. We're going to take a break. When we come back, Brad Duckworth, Director of Athletics here at UWSP. It's our annual State of the Pointer Union address here on the Pointer Network. We've got a lot of great stuff to talk about with Brad. That's coming up next. Stevens Point, a 1-0 lead. Our intermission rolls on here on the Pointer Sports Network.
Hey, sports fans. If supportive teammates, a great culture, and an honest shot at advancement make for a win, then you'll be victorious when you join Skyward's award-winning team. You'll help put powerful data in the hands of school leaders who serve over 7 million students around the world. Innovation, collaboration, and fun are all a part of the Skyward culture. So what are you waiting for? Apply today at skyward.com/careers and join more than 275 Pointer alumni at Skyward.
Want to get your degree and stay debt-free? With the Wisconsin Army National Guard, you can get paid to be a full-time student with their 100% tuition reimbursement program. You can join the Guard, be a part-time soldier, and earn a degree. Call Sergeant First Class Mike Parks at 920-279-7527 or visit NationalGuard.com to learn more. The Wisconsin Army National Guard, a proud sponsor of Pointers Athletics.
Snow Pilot is our winter seasonal. This beer has a tremendous body. The malt feels great. What I like is the nuttiness that it gets from the Maris Otter malt. Pistachio just comes through like you wouldn't believe. It's almost dessert-like. This is absolutely a winter beer. And if you ever have a campfire in the middle of winter, this is what you want in your glass. It's just great.
Warm up this winter with a Snow Pilot from Point Brewery.
Want to stay in the game online with the Pointers? Visit the official UWSP Athletics website, athletics.uwsp.edu. The new and improved online home of the Pointers provides fans with a clean, consistent, and modern experience across all devices. You find the latest Pointers news, rosters, schedules, results, links to live broadcasts, statistics, and much, much more. Your gateway to the Pointers Sports Network, athletics.uwsp.edu.
All right, back here at KB Willett Arena, our first intermission rolls on. Tom Weaver, Sean McMahon, always pleased. We try to do this at least once a year when we can, to be joined by the Director of Athletics here at UW Stevens Point, Brad Duckworth. And Sean, are you a political junkie at all? You ever watch like the England or like in London when they have
the
like
Parliament?
the Right Honourable Gentleman from boy, Brad, I tell you what, a lot of exciting things going on here and a lot of great things happening. Let's start with a couple things here. This is a great time of year, isn't it?
Oh my gosh! Yeah, Tim Bone pulled for us. Saturday is the first time in modern history we've had 10 teams competing at the same day. Yep. We added women's wrestling a couple years ago. This is the first year of men's tennis, so that took us from a possibility of 9 to a possibility of 11. Everybody's playing. It's It's a pretty cool time of the year. Plus, as we head to postseason, pretty fun.
And you've added some new sports here, all part of a strategy to get more students in the building, right?
Yeah. Well, athletics retains, graduates. Persistence, retention, graduation. That's the buzzwords in higher education right now. And a student athlete comes here, they stay, and then they graduate, and then they become great alumni. And so that is part of it. We, obviously this year we added men's tennis and men's golf. 33 guys at men's golf tryouts. Who doesn't want to golf? Yeah, for free. You're gonna pay for my golf? Yeah, I'm good. But men's tennis full roster, men's golf full roster. Next year we'll roll out women's lacrosse and men's volleyball. Those will happen, and then the following year, most likely you'll see probably our last edition. It would be men's soccer if we get that far.
So. What made these sports the most attractive? I guess I know you don't just say, "Hey, let's add these for the heck of it," but that the trends are these are the up and coming or successful sports from a participation standpoint. Yes or no?
You look at it. I mean, men's golf, men's tennis is easy. Infrastructure's there, right? There's teams to play. You don't need a golf course. You have them. This is the hub of golf in central Wisconsin. So that was easy. Men's tennis, same thing. This coming year, when you start looking at women's lacrosse, we'll be the fourth WIC school to have it. Likely not the last. That's kind of the next thing. We all lived in a time where not everybody had women's soccer at college level. Our kids are going to say, wait, there was a minute when not everybody had women's lacrosse. So that's the next up and coming women's sport. Men's volleyball is a little bit more of a risk. All the private schools that we talk about in the NCHA have it. CCIW, which is a different, not a hockey conference necessarily. All of those schools have it, so a lot of privates are in it. We're going to tap into that network. So, yeah, it's exciting. It's busy, but it's exciting.
I think the other exciting thing here is obviously here at Willett Arena, the Pointer Women home here, and a project to get turf and a new scoreboard, kind of phase 1. More stuff coming here. That's an exciting project as well.
Yeah, we're going to bid when we return for next season. Obviously, the new turf and new scoreboard were here. We get back here next season. There'll be a new football locker room with a basement that will help both our hockey programs with storage, and our women's hockey locker room will be done. Cladding on the outside, press box, new entryways, new ticket office. I mean, it's a pretty impressive. When it's all done, it'll be very impressive. So that's exciting. Yeah.
What are the biggest challenges you're looking at right now? I know there's a myriad of them.
Well, it depends on the day.
Exactly.
My radio announcers for men's hockey. That's 1-8-1.
Big challenge.
Huge challenge. Right now we are in a state of change in the NCAA. Name, image, likeness, and what is Division I Power 5 going to do, and finances, and we're all staring at this enrollment cliff. So what's going to happen at Division III when colleges don't have as many students? So then there's not as much money to help support this. So we on a day-to-day basis are mental. Now that's a grand scale business. We have a keen eye on mental health and physical awareness. So mental and physical health, and the concussion protocols and the mental health protocols. Things have changed so significantly in athletics in the 26 years I've been in it, for the better. But it is a changing thing right now. There's just a lot more awareness in areas that we always haven't had awareness in.
What are you looking forward to this spring when the snow finally leaves?
Well, we have a new compressor here, so I'd like to play hockey as long as we can.
That would be nice.
I mean, when we hosted the Final Four a few years back, we were praying to God that we could get some freezing temperatures. But, as we get moving, baseball obviously had a great spring last year, and he returns a ton, and he brought in great pitching staff. There's high expectation there. We've got 2 new pitchers on our softball team that was really close. So that's exciting. Obviously, we have the new sports off tracks going. So it's that time of year where you see the winter championships, but then you get the enthusiasm of the spring teams coming. So it's good.
And I think you couple that with, you got a couple sports that are doing some work to rebuild a bit. You've got some new hires that build, infusing some excitement into those programs as well.
100%. We've had a lot of hires. Our administrative assistant, Kelly Romano's been pretty busy helping us get going. But, what Matt Hockett's done, you follow a legend in Shirley Egner. 700 wins, all-time winningest coach in program history and WIC history. Matt's done a great job in putting that back together. And, cross country went to nationals for the first time since 2013 with a new coach. And, we have a lot of new bodies. So we had to, this fall, we had to get together and reintroduce ourselves to each other. But the energy in the building's phenomenal. Obviously, you guys know Coach Krieger and what he means, and Coach Ninneman, what she means. And we have a great staff, you guys. We're very blessed.
Absolutely. And, I look at Tim Bowen around here, who helps us out a lot, and Diane Gilbert is around, and you mentioned Kelly Romano. I hate mentioning people because you have a lot of great people that it's all in for all your folks, which is always great.
That I don't do anything. I just have a lot of really great people around me, and that's somewhat tongue in cheek and somewhat not.
That's the remark of a good leader, though.
Or a bad leader. They have a lot of people around them. Yeah, one or the other. What Tim, Kelly, Tony Barres is over here, Clark Eckhoff, Diane Gilbert. I mean, there's a lot of people who put in just extraordinary amount of time to make this happen. But we now are just shy of 700 student athletes. Next year, we'll start approaching 800 with the 2 new sports, and it's a great time to be a Pointer.
Well, in closing, I always like to say thank you, and
absolutely.
The way you and your folks treat Sean and I are the reason we keep coming back around to do this. We love being here and wouldn't want to do it any other way.
Well,
Thank
you guys do know that I don't say very good things in front of you, but only behind your back. But I will say publicly in front of you this time. We have the best in the business, unquestionably. You guys have done this year after year, and what you bring and what you mean, irreplaceable. Thank you too for always being in our corner. Appreciate you guys.
Thank you, and we hope we see you many weekends to come here at Willett Arena.
100%. Can't wait to be here.
Very good. All right, Brad
thanks,
Duckworth. Thanks, Brad. Appreciate it. Athletic Director here at UW Stevens Point. We'll take a quick break, come back. Second period action here on the Pointer Sports Network.
UWSP Athletics partners with BSN Sports, the largest provider of team sports equipment and apparel in the country. Pointers and BSN would like to thank all the coaches on and off the field. While BSN Sports is the best at equipping athletes, coaches are the best at equipping lives, and that's the real final score. Learn more at bsnsports.com.
Bring home incredible internet, TV, and phone services with TDS Fiber. Register now at tdsfiber.com/radio. Enjoy cyber-spacious internet speeds up to 1 gig at your home or business. Plus, change the way you watch TV with our whole home DVR. Can't get that with cable. Powerful internet, premium services. Go to tdsfiber.com/radio to register, learn about bonus offers, and more. TDS Fiber available in certain areas. See website for details.
UWSP Athletics would like to thank Century World, a valued sponsor of Pointers Athletics. Nestled in the heart of central Wisconsin, Century World is a great place to hold your next event. With breathtaking facilities coupled with a wide variety of packages and amenities to deliver an exceptional experience, and with an award-winning 18-hole golf course with rolling greens to the famous Flower Hole, Century World consistently ranks as one of the best destination golf courses in the nation. For more information, visit centuryworld.com.
All right, back here at KB Wood Arena, Tom Weaver, Sean McMahon. We thank the big dog.
Absolutely.
Brad Duckworth, always good to chat with him. And never has a shortage of things to talk about with him, that's for sure. All the stuff going on. And
all the new sports they're adding to the
obviously U.S.
department.
Open coming to town this summer that the university is going to have a lot to do with as well. And we will see. All right, second period underway. And Northland off the face-off, controls it. And around it goes. Long-range shot patted aside there by Alex Proctor. And back near the blue line on the far side, Kenny Stiles. Second period, Sean, is this where you can flex your muscle and begin to impose your will here? Need a clean breakout. Mick Hennigan will deliver that to the near side. Sweeps it. Poulias walks right up the middle. Goes back to Hennigan. Good stick check there, and the back check by Ben Varga. Near side, trying to walk it out of the zone. Connor Taylor, he's picked up from behind. Dawson Sharino swans it. He will swing around and get some speed and come into the neutral zone. Sharino comes in, walks through, tried to walk it through a defender. Stood up there by Jack Craycroft. And Sharino back to get it again. He'll give chase far side. Always cycling, right? Sharino rubs it out far side. Wilson Northey off the Pointer bench. Just missed it. David Hill off the heel of his stick. Harrison Stewart. Near side, leaves it back. Brett Humberstone ahead. Off the backside of Wilson Northey. Good recovery there, and he'll get it deep. Chris Kerr. Near side, and Harrison Stewart shoves it ahead. Wilson Northey ahead. Now Northland may have a 2-on-1 here. Comes Bryson Ciccone in. He will feed it. Backhanded shot. That's deflected up into the net and get out of play. 18:39 to go here in the first period. The second period, excuse me, from Willett Arena. All right, we got the full Monty here on the NCHA scores, Sean.
Perfect.
As we said, Adrian leading Aurora 5-3. Marion a 4-0 lead at Finlandia. Trine and Lake Forest scoreless. MSOE St. Norbert tied at 1. Lawrence leading Concordia, Wisconsin 1-0. Off the face-off, Stevens Point with it. It is Gunrowski to the near side. He will send it deep. Quentin Hill setting up behind the net. Moberg brings it out high to Romatario. Romatario back behind the net. Moberg has a pocket picked there. Northland a nice play here, but they will turn and ice the puck up far side. Sean, big picture of things. Pointers come in, still ranked in the top 10 in the U.S. College Hockey Online poll, and still 9th in the pairwise ranking, despite this 5-4 stretch here in the new year. So very much in the scheme of things.
Yeah, absolutely. Ran the numbers today. Obviously, if Superior win the conference and the Pointers would be out, they would be the first team out of the tournament. So they're like right on that bubble again. You know, really, when things boil down, if everything goes to chalk, you're going to have to be in that top 7, 5, 6, 7 spot.
That might not even be good enough.
Exactly.
All right, near side, Northland clears it out as spinning with it, Eric Honnold. He will come out. Gunrowski around to the far side. Sean Bunting will get there. Nifty move to Falls back ahead, intercepted by Petrie, and sent back in. Bunting intercepts. Long range pass to Jordan Fader. He will hustle on the far side, gathers it in, floats it up, fires a shot. Pad save made by Kerr, just out of the reach of Matthew Falls. Bunting in with a hip check there on the far side to free it up. Poked it free again, but the Lumberjacks send it back out. They'll send it in. Stevens Point offsides in the play. Ilkos ahead. Evan Ilkos Coming into the middle, shot went just wide, and nobody could get a stick on it in front of the net. Now here's Jordan Fader again with Matthew Falls back the other way again. Fader trying to get around for a shot. Knocked off of his stick in the far corner. He tried to shove it out to Sam Iden, but couldn't get enough on it. Was tied up by a defender here. It'll come back down the other way. Gunrowski around, or excuse me, Sherino around. Near side now, Sam Ide with it. Ide loses a defender. Far side, Hennigan right up center ice. Now cuts to the left wing. Hennigan coming in through Sam Ide with a shot. Oh, what a save here by Chris Kerr with a glove. And then covers. Good setup there and a nice hustle by Sam Ide.
Nice job of Sam to jump the play, Tom, and get in on net and get a good shot. Low wrister. Just ticked the bottom of Chris Kerr's glove side pad, leg pad.
All right, so face off to the left side of Chris Kerr. Andrew Poulias will take this for Stevens Point. And it is Northland Taylor Ewing back the other way. And far corner it goes. Fletcher Anderson bumps him off. And that allows Humberstone to shove it around to Poulias on the near side. Poulias wrists it back for Fletcher Anderson on the far side. Anderson pulls it across for Poulias off the near wall behind him. Poulias will flip it deep. Long range pass here. 16 and a half minutes to go. We get an icing call again here from Northland. Sean, that River Falls Eau Claire game. River Falls, Valentino Passarelli at 6-11. Falcons out shooting the Blue Goals in the first period, 13-4.
Goodness. Wow. Falcons finding some offense.
I think what's River? What Eau Claire's what? Won like 5 straight, something like that.
Yep. Let me check. I believe it's 5. Yes.
Something like that. Who knows? All right, Brady Smith, long-range shot. Kerr fought that one off. All kinds of traffic in front of the net. Pointers are getting some traffic in front of the net. Long range here. Gunrowski back to get it for Stevens Point. 16-10 to go in the second. A 1-0 lead for Stevens Point. Rough ride given on the far side to Jake Tice. He'll hop back to his feet. Northland sends it around. Shot fired. Good shot blocked there by Brady Smith. Tice to the far side again and then goes up high. Very lucky he didn't get a penalty there. And Stevens Point will gain possession. Tice back out high with it again. Loose at center ice. And it's picked up by Northland. Ben Varga sends it in deep. Brady Smith with it. He's going to lift it up along the near wall. Gets over the head of David Hill. It is Tristan Petrie trying to play it here on the near side. Here's Wilson Northey. He will come in, and what do we have?
Too many
men on the ice against the Pointers?
Yep, too many men on the ice for the Pointers, so Northland will go back to the power play for the second time.
All right, so Sean, that Pointer women's game, the only WIAC women's game on the docket tonight. You see River Falls earlier this week?
Didn't they?
They beat Gustavus in overtime, scoring a goal with 5 seconds left in overtime, and those two teams played each other 3 times.
Good
so River Falls wins the series 2-1, and I think maybe the first one not, but the last 2 I know for sure. I think they were 1-2 in the country. Stiles coming in. Of course, the Falcons on top of the WIAC standings, a 4-point lead over Eau Claire. They'll play each other to close out the regular season. All right, now long-range shot deflected, and Isaac Moberg with it. He'll come back the other way with Cody Moline, maybe. Moberg chips it around. Nifty move here, but Moline offsides in the play. We get a whistle here. Minute 39 remaining. It's Quentin Hill serving the penalty time here for the Pointers. All right. Face-off just outside the Northland blue line. Well, Sean, so far here, 4.5 minutes to go. Neither team really
a lot of meh
doing much here in the second period. All right, behind the net, Lumberjacks on the power play. Jordan Fader trying to loosen it up here now. Humberstone with it. He will hammer it back in the near side. Northland with it. Stiles blows a tire. Poulias takes it away. Waits to center. Turns, firing a shot. Kerr with a pad save. Poke free again. Pointers really getting the forecheck on shorthanded here. Far corner, Kenny Stiles for Northland. Flips it around the backside of the net here to Colette. Colette, long range pass out far side. Now they bring it in. Walking his way through here. Broken up by Jordan Fader. Minute remaining here on the Northland power play. Out high, it is Brock Weimer. Looks to fire a shot. Deflected. Penalty call coming up here against the Lumberjacks. As Alex Proctor As Proctor could come off here, what do we have? Should be an icing call to boot, too, right? A tripping call coming here as it's Luke Hartke that will go off. A tripping call here, and we'll be 4-on-4 for 50 seconds.
Yeah, 50 seconds in the power, and then the Pointers will go to their second power play of the night. Nice hard-working play. Jordan Fader just keeping his feet moving and draws the tripping call. So off. 4-on-4 face-off here for Wilson Northland. Let's see if the Pointers can get their speed going.
Yeah, all right, off the draw, it's Ben Varga digs it out here for Northland. Northland around, they will set up the cycle, dump it to the far side, kind of spun around David Hill in the neutral zone. They'll come to the front of the net. Gunrowski, beautiful job here, but then chipped it ahead. It's held in at the point here by Andrew Lewiski. Lewiski back far corner, Gunrowski with that, can't get control of it. Northland sends it to the far corner. They try to center it. Knocked loose again by Gunrowski. Here's Sam Ide with it. Now forechecker coming after him hard. He'll ditch that. Here's Sam Ide right through center ice. Ide to the far side, brings it in, tips it deep. He'll chase to the far corner. Two defenders slow him down, but Sam with the reach in there. Wilson Northey bangs in there. Can't come up with it. Northland Varga cycling back around in the near corner. Pointers changing here, and they will be on the power play here. Long range shot here on Alex Proctor. He'll feed it far side. Stevens Point to the skyward power play. Fletcher Anderson with it. Puts the brakes on at the blue line far side. Now to Hennigan. Hennigan near side ahead through a stick check. Leaves it back. Here's Sherino. Lost the handle. Now got it back. Sherino near side after a nifty play by Mick Hennigan. Poulias chips it out high to Hennigan. Hennigan slides across the blue line to the far side. Back to Anderson. Right back to Hennigan. Hennigan coming in. No shot there, so he'll go far side to Poulias. Poulias out high. One-timer. Nope. Back to Poulias. He'll come through the middle. He'll fire a shot. Just missed. Rebound to Sherino in the far corner. 35 to go in the skyward power play. Hennigan along the wall far side. Fletcher Anderson with it now. Through to the middle. Sherino up in the air. Has to hustle. Goes down and gives a rough ride into the near corner. Able to get back to his feet. Anderson trying to dig it free. Fletcher Anderson with it. Anderson skates out near side. He's going to cycle out high. Anderson pulling to try to get free for a shot. Hennigan with a shot. Kerr coming across. Made the save.
Goodness, and Hennigan went across the ice, tried to label the far side of the net. And Chris Kerr going from far side to near side post makes a great save sliding across. We've seen this story before with Chris Kerr, Tom. 15 seconds remaining in the Pointers' second power play of the night. 0 for 1. Adrian has added another goal. They're up over the Spartans of Aurora 6-3 in the NCHA.
All right, off the face-off, it is Northland getting it and hammering it the length of the ice. This should tick off the final seconds here of the power play. So Stevens Point 0 for 2 in the skyward power play here tonight. Dawson Sherino comes in full speed, right wing, little head shake, fires a shot, wired that one, and that might have gotten a bit of the face mask of Chris Kerr on the way through up into the net and get out of play. 12:25 to go in the second. Still 1-0 Stevens Point.
Yeah, the linesman sure thinks so. They'll keep the face-off deep in the Pointer offensive end. Coming up here, so Isaac Moberg steps in to take this offensive zone face-off.
Off the face-off to the left side here now of Chris Kerr. Face-off controlled by Moberg. Quentin Hill after it. Aromatario pinching in the far corner. Centers it right in front. Quentin Hill ridden down. Couldn't get a stick on it. They tried to flip it around Brady Smith. Cody Moline back covering to get it, and a wild pass back through is sent back in by Stevens Point. Aromatario with it now. And around in the near side, forecheck here. Northland works it free. They bring it up between the circles. Shot block there by Quentin Hill. Pointers needed a shot block there. They got it. And in the zone offsides is Northland. Now it's Brady Smith on the near side here. Hill knocked down at center ice. Now back the other way. Here comes the Pointers. Moberg left wing to Moline. Moline brings it in with speed. Backhander right in front. That's cleared aside by Craycroft. Near side. Stick check there and able to skate out with it. Brock Weimer. Weimer ahead. David Hill loops it back in. Kerr behind the net, dealing away from Cody Moline. Glove down by Harrison Stewart of the Pointers. Cross ice to Humberstone. Humberstone ahead. Oh, just missed David Hill to the near side. And a whistle and an icing call with 11:21 to go. Sean, of course, the Pointers without Connor Witherspoon, without Tyler German, without Evan Junker, and without Noah Finstrom. And speedy recoveries. That's
hopefully get back.
A couple of pretty big holes in the lineup here. But tell you what, you got guys like Sean Bunting coming on here in recent weeks, and Quentin Hill taking advantage of things as well. And the nice part is a pretty steady core of 7D. That has been good. Now far side Tice. Now coming right in front. Proctor with it off a defender and almost went back in the net. And a big penalty coming up here. And what do we have? A pile up here. It's going to be against the Pointers. And what do we have? 11:02 to go here. Lewiski taken down in the corner. And Northland going to head back to the power play here with 11:02 to go in the period. It is Brett Humberstone that goes off. Are they taking them both? Or are they? No, they're having a discussion. I think this is from behind territory.
This is a how much, Tom?
Yeah.
Absolutely, a big thump in the near corner here. And the Pointer defensive end with Humberstone. Jordan Fader now comes out to get the ruling, and the way they're talking, man, Tom, this doesn't look good.
Not look good here.
Lots of talking.
A long discussion here.
They're going to give him a 5-minute major for checking from behind.
And now here's the question, though, Sean. That's the question. The new rule this year. Before that would be an automatic 5 in a game.
Yep.
But now this year they have the option. And it looks like that's what they've done here. Gone to the 5, but no game, right?
Yes, correct.
So,
the Lumberjacks wanted a chance to get in this thing, Tom. Here it is.
5-minute major for, we believe it's checking from behind.
Yep.
And Northland to the power play. And maybe, Kill, as we said, has been good. Long range shot, that goes wide, comes around to the near side. David Hill reaching for it, poked it around Stiles on the near side. Here comes Hennigan. Hennigan ahead, Ciccone able to get there first. And cycling back with it, here comes Northland on the near side. Hill hustling back up ahead. Here comes Ty Brown in. Brown cycling back off. He'll go to the near corner, out high to Kenny Stiles. Stiles across the blue line, feeds it, far wall, back to Stiles at the point. Long range shot through. That's deflected, I believe, by Sam Ide to the near side. 4:25 to go in the major penalty here for Northland. Stevens Point trying to dig it out of the near wall. They do, and send it down the length of the ice to the far corner. Andrew Poulias after it. 10:15 to go here in the second. Poulias almost got to it. Now he'll come off. Wilson Northey reaching. Northland, far side. It's Josh King in. King with Hartke coming. King had his stick tied up. Jordan Fader in to try to center it up. Now it's Northland getting it back again. They'll chip it out to the point. Cross ice pass Lewiski. He'll come in, redirect in front. Alex Proctor with a save. Lewiski, a good shot, Sean. I think Brock Weimer got a piece of it. Yep. But Alex Proctor, a strong save. 3:50 to go in the major penalty.
Yeah, Northland's leading scorer, Weimer, deflects that in tight on Proctor, but he's able to square that shot up and swallow it up into the midsection. No rebound. 3:50 to go in the major power play for the Lumberjacks.
All right, another shot block here, and Isaac Moberg maybe did the honors there, or couple in the near corner. Harrison Stewart going to get to it. He'll get possession of it. He's going to go off the wall into the glove of one of the Lumberjacks. Pointers pick it up. Now Isaac Moberg slides it back to Harrison Stewart. Stewart will get it, and he will rock it down into the near corner. 3:25 to go in the major power play here. Shots on goal. Now spun around. And now here's Northland come walking into the side of the net. They'll go around backside. Shot fired. And I'm not sure if a stick broke here. Now shot fired. Alex Proctor, big time save. They crash the net. It's under Proctor, and I believe he'll cover it up.
Yep, save. And the first scramble drill of this 5-minute major, the Pointers pass. Proctor scrambling all over to find the loose puck in front of him. He finally just sits down, and the puck goes underneath them. They got a face off in the Pointer end. Shots on goal now here, Tom.
14-6 in favor of the Pointers here.
Yep. 5-2 in the second period.
All right, Superior. It looks like Stout, Sean, has done a good job killing off. Or actually, I'm trying to see. Yep, Stout was able to kill off the remainder of that 5-minute major in their game. Now Stiles with it at the point holds it in. Still 1-0 Stout and 1-0 River Falls. So all three games 1-0. All right, this is Jackson Breton near side. He'll leave it out to the point, coming through, and went just wide. Proctor awkwardly a little bit to the far side. 2:45 to go here. Stevens Point able to clear it out. Stiles with it ahead, almost gave it right to David Hill as he had his eyes open there. Jackson Breton in far side, long range shot. 2.5 minutes to go here in the major penalty for Northland. Romatario waiting for it. He'll dig it out in the near corner with Brady Smith. Now centering pass coming. Pad save made by Proctor. Long range shot. That just missed an open net to the far side. 2:20 to go in the power play. Out to center ice. Hill waiting for it. And David Hill runs into Jackson Breton on the way to the bench. Those two got a little high up on each other, and Northland will send it in. Proctor with it. He'll leave it. Pointer's off the glass and out. Knocked down the length of the ice. Rolls into the Stevens Point end. Wilson Northey near side. Misplayed a bit here by Brock Weimer. He'll cycle back and get it. Weimer back through to the middle. Near side Jordan Fader. Fader carries it in with 7:55 to go here in the second period. Now Weimer with it, leaves it far side to Varga. Varga long range shot, almost came through to Ewing on the near side, but the Pointers got a piece of that on the way through. 1:40 to go here in the power play for Northland. Lewiski with it now. He'll cycle out high. Lewiski coming back into the near corner, looks to center, instead out high. Lewiski with a shot. Proctor fought that one off. Rebound set in front off the side of the net. Sam Ide will get it off the near wall and out, and the net is off.
Is the net off?
Or what do we have?
Is Alex Proctor okay, Tom? Is he's asking for they're asking for the training staff, Tom.
As Alex Proctor down on both knees here.
He fell awkwardly trying to make that save, and I wonder if he got nicked, Tom, on that last scramble drill about 2 minutes ago. So the freshman goaltender down. We'll see. Hopefully he's okay.
1:23 remaining on the major power play here for Northland. As Callie Sitter out here for Stevens Point. To take a look at him. And looks to be left leg examination going on here. But a reminder here, it is Fletcher Anderson for the Pointers, his 8th of the year from Dawson Chirino, and Andrew Poulias has Stevens Point here up 1-0. Superior still 1-0 over Stout. And it is River Falls still a 1-0 lead over Eau Claire. Pointer women have tallied again. Micah Zip on the power play. 35 shots on goal here, and it is a 3-0 lead for the Pointer women as Alex Proctor, I think, is going to go off to the locker room. So Ryan Wagner will come out and going to have to come off the bench cold here, Sean, with 1:23 remaining on the power play.
Correct. A major power play, in fact.
So we will see as... So the injury bug continues here for the Pointers as your freshman netminder. But you got a 5th-year senior here who's been through...
he's been through it.
He's been through the tags here.
Nice to have him be able to come in.
Yep. All right, a very important kill here for Stevens Point with 7:25 to go. As Alex Proctor off. And 7:25 to go here in this one in the second period. So Ryan Wagner taking a little time here to loosen up a little bit, and a face-off right to his right here. Going to have to get right to work. 1:23 remaining on the major penalty to Brett Humberstone. Off the face-off, Taylor Ewing. Right to Sam Ide, and he lifts it down the length of the ice. I thought that one was labeled right for you, partner.
Yep, I was ready.
What about this time of year last year?
Yep.
Not to bring any bad memories up or anything.
Yeah.
The thud heard round the world. All right, near side loose in the neutral zone. Pointers come after it hard right in front of the Northland bench. Isaac Moberg in there for Stevens Point, along with Jake Tice still in there. Tice tying it up, grinding away the penalty time here. 50 seconds to go. As it's Brock Weimer with it now. He'll send it cross ice to Ben Varga. Varga pulls it back, and now they turn it over. Jake Tice after it on the far side. Varga back to get it again. 40 seconds remaining in the major power play. Far corner. Brock Weimer will pull it back behind his own net. Weimer Coming out now, leaves it near side. Turn it over right to David Hill. He'll walk in front of the net, gets it. Wilson Northey with it, firing his shot and just missed. Unbelievable. Far corner. Now side of the net here is Northland. A little out of sorts here on the power play. 15 seconds to go. Near side it is Kenny Stiles. Stiles zips it ahead. Varga on the left wing carries it in. Varga looks to set it up. He'll rim it around boards, far side for Taylor Ewing. Final seconds of the power play ticking well. Very nice job here by the Pointer penalty killers. Now they'll come out off the near side ahead. Sean Bunting out of the penalty, off the bench after the change. Bunting to the near side. He'll get it, comes back through the middle, out of the reach of Gunrowski. Gunrowski sends it back the other way, but Stevens Point is offsides. And the Lumberjacks dump it in deep to the near corner. Ryan Wagner in net here for the injured Alex Proctor. Ahead near side, Hill out of his reach. Now behind the net, Gunrowski again. 5.5 minutes to go in the second period that has been, for lack of a better term, uneventful. David Hill ahead. Now Jordan Fader in on the far side. Fader has tried to get it to the front of the net. Lost it. Got it back. Fader reverses back to the far corner. Throws a backhander to Hill. Back toward Fader on the near side. Fader out high to Harrison Stewart. Stewart brings it back. Fires a shot. That goes wide. Aromatario to the rebound on the far side.
Coming up on the Pointers.
Penalty call coming up here against, is it Jordan Fader? We'll see. Up on the far side, we'll get a whistle, and back referee makes the call here, and Northland's going to go right back on the power play.
Yep.
Might be Matthew Falls here. And actually, it's Sean Bunting off on a high stick, and I believe what they're calling the media timeout here because the power play hasn't started yet. All right, media timeout here. 1-0 Stevens Point. Northland to the power play when we come back on the Pointers Sports Network.
UWSP Athletics would like to thank Century World, a valued sponsor of Pointers Athletics. Nestled in the heart of central Wisconsin, Century World is a great place to hold your next event. With breathtaking facilities coupled with a wide variety of packages and amenities to deliver an exceptional experience, and with an award-winning 18-hole golf course with rolling greens to the famous Flower Hole, Century World consistently ranks as one of the best destination golf courses in the nation. For more information, visit centuryworld.com.
Your family safety is important, and with winter driving coming, Sherrill Tire and Service can help. Sherrill Tire and Service Centers can help with new tires and a pre-season tune-up, so your entire vehicle is winter ready. Sherrill Tire and Service, Plover, Stevens Point, Weston, Wisconsin Rapids, Marshfield, and Medford, and online at SherrillTire.com.
Sherrill Tire and Service, get your car done right.
All right, off the face-off here, Northland to the power play. 5 minutes to go here in the second period. They'll center it in front of Ryan Wagner, but cleared out to the near side. Bunting off on a high stick here. This is the third power play of the night?
Fourth.
The Lumberjacks? Fourth?
Yep.
Including a major here. Isaac Moberg can't dig it free. Near side, and a long range coming down. Quick conversation with Pointers assistant Chris Nelson here, and our comments were, fellas just don't like to make life easy on themselves, do they? All right, behind the net, here is Andrew Lewiski. Lewiski leaves it back, now gets it back, weaves his way through center ice, and now they look to go after it here. Andrew Poulias first to it in the near side, tried to free it up to Sam Ide. Poulias now to Hennigan. Hennigan will get it, and he'll lift it down the length of the ice. Good news is your kill's been good.
Very good. Very, very good.
Now near side, this is Ben Vargo with it. He'll feed it up, right wing on the far side to Weimer. Weimer in with some speed, now walks through a defender, coming in, firing a shot. Wagner with a save. Oh, seemed to fight that one a little bit, and I wonder if the sliding defender got a piece of it in front of him. Wags with a big save there. 4:01 to go in the period, 55 to go in the power play.
Look, nothing else, Tom. It forced Wags to stay deep in his crease and wasn't able to see that puck and make the initial save until late. Able to fight it off, though, and drop it in front of him.
The wacky world of the MIAC, Sean. St. Scholastica 3-0 after one. Bethel 3 in the second. They're level.
Love it.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Humberstone around. Of course, only the top 5 teams make it there in the playoffs. And
that's
they're
a battle.
A log jam there for that basically 3 through 6 spot. Side of the net, Humberstone reaches for it. He will get it ahead. Wilson Northey got a piece of it. 35 to go. Northey now in the forecheck here, shorthanded. Lumberjacks behind their own net. Kenny Stiles now. Long range pass ahead behind the defense. Taylor Ewing couldn't get it cleanly, and it's Kenny Stiles with it. Styles coming around, 20 seconds to go. Far side shot block there. And Humberstone with a good shot block. He'll hustle to get to it, pokes it to the far corner, keeps it going. Northland with it, 10 to go in the power play. Styles walks in, fires a shot. Another shot block here, that by Jordan Fader. Northie diving to try to get to it. Shot whistled just wide to the near side. Final seconds ticking off in the power play. Out of the penalty box come Bunting. He'll join with Jordan Fader. Fader breaks on, fires a shot. That's deflected through. Northie to it. He'll backhand it behind the net where Fader will go after it with Bunting. Bunting, a big physical play. Gets a rise out of the students. He'll get to it and then cycle on the near side. Sean Bunting is your guest coming up between periods, right, Sean?
Yes, sir.
Jordan Fader now for Stevens Point. Far corner. Fader around. Up high it goes. Gunrowski, he'll flip it back deep again. Northland reads that, but Poulias a good job to free it to Chirino. Dawson Chirino now. Chirino out high will get free. Turns, fires a shot, hit a skate on the way through. Far corner. This is Fletcher Anderson. He'll one-hand it. And Nick Gunrowski into the far corner. Centering pass rolls through. Cleared out by Northland, bouncing around. Brady Smith with it. He'll fake a shot. Now near side Gunrowski. Gunrowski back high to Fletcher Anderson. Anderson on the near side, near face-off circle. Walks through, comes, feeds it far side, and shot. Oh, Kerr, I think, got just a piece of it as Brady Smith had that one teed up. Here's Poulias back to Smith on the far side. 2 minutes to go here in the period. Smith walks in, feeds it back. One timer by Poulias is fanned on. Chirino tried to stuff it back to him. Here's Fletcher Anderson to Poulias, firing a shot. Kerr with a save and hangs on. And this game stays 1-0.
Oh, Chris Kerr made 2 or 3 big saves, Tom, on that last exchange. And for the first time here in the second period, the Pointers have been able to get to their forecheck game. Some pushing and shoving after the whistle. Dawson Chirino looking for some loose change in front of Chris Kerr. But like I said, we've seen this story a ton from the junior goaltender from Northland in this building. Normally saves his best for these types of games, and he's right in it.
I think, Sean, I believe that was December the 7th. Oh, nope, I take that back. December the 7th of 2019 was the last Northland win, 3-2 at Ashland. I seem to remember, was it the championship year here? One of the ties?
Yes. Yep, exactly.
A gazillion, here, I think, whatever. Now Northland on the forecheck works it free. Back the other way, Jackson Breton. I mean, I don't remember what I had for lunch, but that sticks out in my mind. With a minute and a half to go in the period. The body language on the Pointers here, Sean, you just like to get to the final 20 minutes with a lead here. Isaac Moberg now, minute 20 to go. Chips it near side. Sam Ide will get to it. He'll go cross ice. Nifty pass here for Cody Moline. Moline in on the far side has help, but a nice defensive play here on the far boards by Craycroft to not give an inch up, and Pointers scored it free. Coming up on a minute to go here in the period. Moberg back to Sam Ide ahead. And Quentin Hill, a nice job to get a piece of it and send it deep. Minute remaining here in the second period. Northland back in their own end, and a big hit here by Falls. Now Northland off the far side around Humberstone. Not far enough for icing here. Humberstone now to Harrison Stewart. Cross ice for Matthew Falls. That handcuffs him, leaves it for Humberstone. Jordan Fader. Now to Bunting. Here's Stewart, 2-on-1 developing with Falls. Stewart firing a shot, just missed. And Bunting far side, he'll get it back, fire a shot, that's deflected, goes up into the net and get out of play. 31.6 seconds remaining in the period.
Nice job of the Pointers to push a little bit here in the last 2 minutes and finally able, well, they took 7 minutes worth of penalties here in the second period. Hard to get to your offensive forecheck game and pin Northland in when you're down a man.
All right, off the face-off. Here's a shot fired. Kerr with a save, and where'd that stick come from? Harpooning out of the hands of Andrew Lewiski.
Yep. Look at this. Isn't it great to have school back in session?
Oh, yeah.
The student section absolutely jammed. The band back. Great atmosphere at Willett Arena.
All right, off the face-off far corner, Northland will get to it here. Around. Long-range pass here, an icing call, so we'll get another face-off. Sean, good news department for Superior. Looks like Miles Hector back in the lineup. He was dinged up last weekend. As that game's still 1-0. UW Superior and River Falls still clinging to that 1-0 lead. Eau Claire being held to 10 shots on goal. 13 seconds remaining here. Up high it goes. Far side. It's Brady Smith. Will try a pass ahead just out of the reach of Fletcher Anderson, and an icing call. 2.3 seconds remaining here in the period.
Oh, watch out here, Tom.
What do we have here?
Fletcher Anderson better be careful, Tom. I don't think the officials are going to say anything right now, but lots of John. You could argue a slash. Fletch on either way. The face-off will come back down to the pointer end. And keep your heads about yourself here. Northland's done a good job of frustrating this pointer offense tonight.
2.3 seconds remaining. I'll keep the goaltender out there. Try to sneak one here. Now a shot redirected, and this will come down. That'll do it. 40 minutes in the books. And now, after the whistle again,
you're gonna get penalties?
This time it's Ty Brown, and the referees are communicating a message of that's it.
Well, they're letting Fletcher Anderson stick in it.
Yeah.
And now they'll tell him to get off the ice. And I think things should be okay.
Yeah.
We'll see if there's any penalties, but a lot of John after the whistle.
That's it, and after this, we're only taking one, and you don't want to be the one.
Exactly.
That's how it goes. So, all right, Stevens Point still a 1-0 lead after 40 minutes. We'll take a break. We'll come back, give you a recap of not much going in that second period, as the shot chart's already here, so that's a good sign. We'll give you a recap, scoreboard update, plus Sean's pointer profile with the freshman out of Phoenix, Arizona, Sean Bunting. I don't know, what's the temperature in Phoenix today?
I should have asked him that.
Who knows? A lot better than here, that's for sure. 1-0 Stevens 1 after 2 here on the Pointer Sports Network.
Cousins Subs is coming bigger and better to Stevens Point. This March, Cousins will be moving to a new location at 111 North Division Street with a fresh look that includes a drive-thru. Whether it's a grilled-to-order cheesesteak, Wisconsin cheese curds, or a party box of subs, Cousins has something for every occasion. Order online at cousinsubs.com or with the Cousins Subs mobile app. Cousins Subs, believe in better.
Sport Clips Haircuts has an app. Download the app. Upgrade your experience.
All right, people, bring it in. The Sport Clips app. Use it to check in, track your arrival time, get heads-up alerts. Why is that important?
Because guys don't like to wait.
That's right, Alicia. Convenience.
The Sport Clips app. If it were any more convenient, it would cut your hair. Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Opt-in required. Message and data fees may apply.
Visit your local festival foods today. Pick up a sweet treat from their Scratch Bakery, your favorite decadent entree from their savory meat department, or fresh produce to feed your body from their Days Fresher Produce Department. Festival Foods is a proud community partner and sponsor of UW Stevens Point Athletics. Nothing beats the excitement of UW Stevens Point Athletics. Advance tickets for men's hockey and basketball are available online at tickets.uwsp.edu or by calling the University Information and Ticket Office at 715-346-4100. Game day tickets for all Pointers events go on sale at the door 1 hour prior to game time, with group pricing available with 48-hour advance purchase required. Get your seat in the dog pound today at tickets.uwsp.edu.
All right, back here at Willett Arena, we roll on with our second intermission here. I don't want to say a lackluster second period here, but...
Well, I mean, Tom, the Pointers were spent almost half the period on the penalty kill.
Yeah, true, good point.
So they take a 5-minute major, and they took three penalties in that period, actually,
including a major. So,
yep, absolutely. So hard to get offense going when you're down a man.
That is true. Penalty kill's been very good here for Stevens Point. Fletcher Anderson is 8th of the year at 11:56 from Dawson Chirino and Andrew Pulias. Gave Stevens Point a 1-0 lead. In that second period, the Pointers outshoot Northland 7-5. So 16-9, the shots on goal here through 2 periods. It is Chris Kerr, 7 second period saves for a game total of 15. It was Alex Proctor credited with 4 saves before exiting with what is safe to say a lower body injury for the freshman netminder. Ryan Wagner in relief makes 1 save, so 9 combined saves for the Pointers in that through 2 periods here. Power play wise, Northland 0 for 4 with 6 shots. Stevens Point is 0 for 2, credited with 2 shots on the Skyward power play. And Sean Boyd, Northland has really turned things on here in the face-off department, winning 62% of the face-offs now. As a lot of those short-handed as well here. And boy, I can't think of a whole lot of offensive zone face-offs period that the Pointers had in that second period.
Nope. They did not. Again, down a man most of the period. Hard to get offense going, hard to get anything going, and spent a lot of time in the Pointer defensive end. If you're talking about road periods in a road game, this is exactly where the Lumberjacks want it, right?
Absolutely.
Down a goal at Willett Arena, going into the third period, that's exactly what they've asked for. And they have a shot, and the Pointers got to find some offense, got to stay out of the box and get to their bread and butter. We have not seen that yet tonight.
That is for sure. All right, let's see other scores. They are coming into the final seconds of the second period in Menominee. Colton Friesen's power play goal at 15:24 of the first period is still the difference, as UW Superior leading Stout 1-0. Shots on goal 18-17 in favor of Stout. And at Hunt Arena in River Falls, they're late in the second period there. Valentino Passarelli's goal at 6:11 is the only goal of that game so far, as River Falls has outshot Eau Claire 19-14 in that game. NCHA scores nearly a final at Adrian 7-4. Looks like Adrian is going to take game 1 of that big series with Aurora at home. It is Marion leading Finlandia 4-0. Trine over Lake Forest 2-1, and St. Norbert now a 4-2 lead over MSOE. Lawrence was leading Concordia of Wisconsin 1-0. In the MIAC, Gustavus and Hamlin tied at 2 after 2. Augsburg a 4-3 lead over Concordia, Minnesota, and Bethel leading St. Scholastica. I should say Bethel and St. Scholastica are tied at 3. Pointer women at Northland in Ashland. Shelby Treba with an even strength goal in the second period. 17:43. Micah Zip in the second period as well. So 2 in the first, 2 in the second for the Pointers. 39-20 the shots on goal in favor of Ann Ninneman and the Pointers, who are looking for 3 big WIAC points. Sean, right now the Pointers have a 3-point lead over UW Superior in the standings. And we'll play there. They'll play in Ashland tomorrow afternoon. A 4 o'clock game there. River Falls at Superior and the women's side as well. Here it's a 1-0 lead, and I think just some more speed and determination here by the Pointers to get things going here in the third period.
Yep, absolutely, Tom. Got to get some offense. Stay out of the box, I think, is the number 1 key here. And get going.
All right. We'll come back and have more of our second intermission. Sean's Pointer Profile with the freshman Sean Bunting. That's coming up next here on the Pointers Sports Network.
Len Dudas Motors is your trusted Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealership in Stevens Point. Check out their large selection of new and used vehicles, or come in for a test drive. Ask questions about your financing, browse their inventory, or schedule the service you need to keep your vehicle running for years to come. From the time you enter the showroom, you can expect to be treated like family each and every visit. Len Dudas Motors, 3305 Main Street, Stevens Point.
In guys' hair, game day is every day. That's why the expert stylist at Sport Clips Haircuts study their playbooks with a fine-toothed comb.
Taylor, square face, wavy hair. What's the play?
1/8 inch mid-fade to 1 inch texture top with finishing details with a hard part and a tapered neckline, coach.
Nice!
The Sport Clips stylist, they know no 2 guys are ever alike, unless they're twins. Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Show off your Pointer pride with the Affinity Debit Card exclusively from U.S. Bank. The Affinity Debit Card isn't just for students. Parents, alumni, faculty, and other fans can show their spirit too. Visit usbank.com/UWSP to get your Pointer Affinity Debit Card today. Or visit the campus branch location in the Dreyfous University Center Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. U.S. Bank, the official banking partner of UW Stevens Point.
The Pointers Blue Line Club brings together hockey fans from all levels to enjoy and support Pointers hockey. Whether you're an individual, family, or business, there are many ways you can support the Pointer program. Consider an individual membership, a business sponsorship, or visit the Blue Line Club apparel stand and purchase the latest items to show your Pointer hockey pride. Get more information at pointerbluelineclub.com.
Welcome everybody back to our second intermission tonight here on the Pointer Sports Network. We continue with our Pointer profiles, and tonight we get to catch up with the freshman from Phoenix, Arizona, Sean Bunting. And first of all, Sean, thanks for taking the time to join us. And I guess let's just talk about your freshman year so far. Out through the first semester with a little bit of an injury, but rehabbed, and you've come on the scene here. And I guess you got your first goal last weekend. Got to feel pretty good so far.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me. First half of the season was tough. Not really playing any games, but I got to be around the guys, which was awesome. All the support staff that I had, like the coaches, the trainers, my teammates, they were all great. Helped me through the process. Just getting that first one out of the way last weekend was huge. Getting my feet back under me. I haven't played in like a year and a half. So just kind of getting back into the swing of things.
I guess you could look at it not playing in the first half as kind of a positive. You can get your feet wet, get with the guys like you said, and kind of get immersed into the culture here.
Yeah, that's right. Right away it was pretty awesome. Like, everyone was so welcoming. That speaks to our culture. I think anyone that comes into our room knows we have something special. Even though our record might not be as good as we wanted, we always know that, this is a group to do it, and just try and push each other every day and hold everyone accountable, but in a loving, brotherly way.
Yeah, last weekend, like we talked about, your first goal in a big game after losing at Eau Claire, then to come to a stout team that's pretty fired up to play you guys, and to get you guys off to a good start in the second period had to mean a lot to you.
Yeah, it meant a lot. Especially in these games coming close to the end of the season, we want to dial it in, and other teams are, pushing for the spot that we have, and we can't take nights off. I know in Eau Claire, no one was really happy, and going into Stout, I don't think we played our best games. I still don't think we played our best hockey, but it's good to get someone going, whether you're hitting or scoring or just doing your role to the best you can do. I think that helps everyone out.
Talk about your junior career a little bit.
Yeah, so I started in the USHL. I actually played with Brady Smith in Sioux City for a little bit, so I knew him. And then I went back for the second year. I actually did the first month of the season there, preseason, and then got traded to Langley in the BCHL up in Vancouver, and that was crazy. I drove 27 hours over 2 days and played that night, and then I went to Shreveport, Louisiana, because COVID happened. I wasn't able to get across the border, so I knew Connor Witherspoon and Dawson from there, and then we ended up winning the Robertson Cup that year. That was unbelievable. So,
yeah, I remember reading something about you three playing each other and then winning the championship. I guess when it comes down to picking a college and going through the choices, what made Stevens Point the best fit for you, and who was the one that got in your ear a little bit to come here?
Well, when I was in Shreveport, I had Fletcher Anderson in my ear quite a bit. Even though we played against each other, we had mutual friends, and we actually hung out a few times when they came to Shreveport. So he was always in my ear about coming here. And then once Dawson and Connor Witherspoon came here, it was kind of a no-brainer.
Absolutely. And I guess let's talk about playing at the Willett. You haven't had a chance to play in front of a full barn or a full student section. It'd be pretty jazzed for that tonight.
Yeah. I can't wait for the band. I can't wait for that energy that they bring, and really everyone in the crowd. They're so passionate here, and you guys as well. My mom always listens to you guys, and it's just great. The whole community support is awesome.
What's life like in Phoenix, Arizona for you in the hockey world? I think you're probably young enough. Austin Matthews kind of helped pave that way in that hockey thing in Arizona.
Oh yeah, A-Mats was a big part of that, and I think Shane Doan too. As once I got older, I started having the summer skates with Shane, and one of my best friend's dads, Jay Oliver, he kind of got a group together in the summers with all the elite guys. So it it's a small knit community. You know, you can show up in flip-flops, and it took me a little getting used to. I still come to the rink sometimes in flip-flops and my toes are cold, but yeah, I mean, everyone knows everyone there. It's getting bigger, but I mean, you can mention a name and someone's played with them or practiced with them or some sort, so it's pretty special.
You know, hockey in general is becoming such a bigger thing all around the country. You just look at the Pointer roster, you know, Canada, Phoenix, all over the place. It doesn't matter where you are anymore. You know, hockey is a sport that continues to grow.
Yeah, that's right. I think everyone's doing a better job of trying to make it more accessible and more inclusive to everyone, and I think that's huge. I think it makes it more fun for us, meeting people from different cultures and different backgrounds. And it also, I don't know, it opens your mind to different possibilities that you wouldn't think were available.
Absolutely. What's your thoughts overall on last weekend? Last week in general is a little up and down and all around. You know, what were the thoughts after, you know, a day off on Sunday and then getting back to work this week?
Yeah, I mean, the day off was huge. We played, 5-9 or 5-8 or something. And I mean, we lost a lot of guys, so it was kind of just focusing on what we can do. And you know, we had a team meeting the other day, and it was just closed doors. What do we have to do to get through what we're going through? And it's everyone buying in and playing their best hockey to the tee. What you do, bring it. Don't focus on the end result. Because that's not something you can control. You can control the next shift, the next period, and buying into what we have. And we've shown it a few times this year, but again, like not a whole 60 minutes. We haven't played our best hockey. So
practice this week ratcheted up a little bit, I suppose, with a little bit of a lighter crew, maybe a little bit more flow. But you guys still got to work on some stuff.
That's right. Yeah, it was more flow this week. We worked on a lot of rushes. I think that's something our game could improve on is you know, getting more odd man rushes within our system, and more of just line work, like getting to know guys, testing out different stuff. But yeah, it was more flow, a little lighter week.
Finally for you, the Lumberjacks come in for a big weekend series. You look at their record, you see 1-19, but you look at how they've been playing as of late, and they've taken some teams to overtime in the last couple of weeks. They've been playing hard in January. What are some things that you guys have to do well tonight to be successful, not only tonight but on the weekend?
Well, I think we have to play physical, and we have to set the tone right away, and just play our hockey. Get them in their zone, not let them exit, make it hard on them every play. And like you said, they've been taking a lot of good teams to overtime, and especially this late in the season, going into playoffs, anyone can win the WIAC and get that bid. So you can never let your foot off the gas pedal.
All right. Well, thank you so much. We'll see you down the road. Best of luck the rest of your freshman year.
Thanks, Sean.
All right. That was Sean Bunting, the freshman forward from Phoenix, Arizona. More Pointer hockey coming up on the Pointer Sports Network.
TDS Fiber, the future of internet, TV, and phone service, is expanding to more communities. Register now at tdsfiber.com/radio. Enjoy internet speeds up to 1 gig at your home or business. That's 10 times faster than 100 meg from cable. Plus, change the way you watch TV with our whole home DVR. Can't get that with cable. Powerful internet, premium services. Go to tdsfiber.com/radio to register, learn about bonus offers, and more. TDS Fiber available in certain areas. See website for details.
At Papa John's Pizza, the secret to success is much like the secret to making a great pizza. The more you put into it, the more you get out of it. Whether it's signature sauce, toppings, original fresh dough, or even the box itself, Papa John's invests in ingredients to ensure the finest quality pizza. Call Papa John's at 715-972-1414 for delivery, or stop by Division Street for carryout to order your favorite pizza, breadsticks, or wings today. Papa John's, a proud sponsor of Pointer Athletics.
All right, back here at Willett Arena, we are set to go for the third period. Stevens Point, Sean, I think, clinging to this 1-0 lead.
Yep.
In some ways.
In some ways, absolutely.
Shots, just 16-9 so far, but played a good bulk of that second period shorthanded. Andrew Poulias, Dawson Chirino, Fletcher Anderson out here for the Pointers. Sam Ide. You want to give Northland nothing to believe in here, and it's a misplayed. Ciccone will get it and fire it in. Again, Ryan Wagner in relief here of Alex Proctor, who went out with an injury. Northland sends it back in again, but they're offsides. Getting a minute of play here, the third period. 3 games in the WIAC, all 3 of them 1-0. Andrew Pulias ahead to Chirino on the near side, puts the brakes on, wheels it right back in front. Pulias with a shot. Where did that go? Kerr got a piece of it, and it went wide. Hennigan now centers it, goes wide to the far corner. Sam Ide thought about it, but it's Chirino in the far corner. Fletcher Anderson giving a rough ride there, and Northland's able to break it out, but then Ty Brown, not knowing where it was, hit off the back of his stick and held it. Kenny Stiles will get it. He'll rope a shot off the top of the net, and we'll get a whistle here.
I think it landed on the back of the net to get a whistle.
On the top and the back, and that rattling around there. Opening minute of play here. Talked to Callie, a faithful trainer, told us she needs a raise here.
She's always
the last couple of weeks have been going here.
Been busy.
Enough. All right, Jordan Fader to take the face up. Bunting near side, back to Humberstone. Shoulders. All kinds of crazy stuff going on. Matthew Falls, a big hit on the far side. Humberstone hustling in here on the near side. Tried to free it up and keep it going. They'll rattle it around. Harrison Stewart dishes back to the middle. Turnover, breakaway back the other way. Possibly Brock Weimer coming in alone. Firing a shot and a goal. We are even at 1. 18:43 to go here in the third period. Stevens Point asleep at the wheel to begin the third period here. And Northland has evened it at 1.
Yep, absolutely. The leading scorer for the Lumberjacks, Brock Weimer, picks up a turnover at the offensive blue line for the Pointers, and off to the races he goes. Stick hand, forehand, backhand, and then back to the forehand. Beats Wagner, glove side and low. Tied up at Willett. Game on.
Wags tried to wait him out as long as he could.
He did.
Man. All right, here is David Hill. Hill brings it in near side. Got to answer. Long range shot up high on Kerr, and he fought that one off.
It'll be Weimer unassisted, Tom, for the Lumberjacks. Give the Pointers, or tie this hockey game up.
Weimer is 5th of the year. He's their leading scorer. Now 5, 7, and 12 points for the Lumberjacks. And Chris Kerr, boy, Sean, he looked like he took that one like in the throat guard. Or he's not wearing, kind of off the bottom of that cage. And off the face-off, sent back behind the net. Long range pass here. Nick Gunrowski back to get it for Stevens Point. Round to the near side, Wilson Northey. Now bouncing free again. Breton has it for the Lumberjacks. Gunrowski with it. He'll pass it ahead. Here comes David Hill. Near side, Wilson Northey. He will shove it into the near corner. And a centering pass in front. Jake Tice a chop at it. Northey plays the body on the far side. Sam Ide works it free. Straight up in the air it goes. Gloves it down. Shoves it toward the front of the net. Slides through. Jake Tice trying to get free for a shot. But Northland's able to clear it out far side. Jackson Breton. Quentin Hill takes it away from him. Hill around. Now Hennigan to Ide on the far side. Sam will get it deep. 17:45 to go in the third. We're even at 1. Ide out high. Far side, blowing a tire here, Quentin Hill. They work it past Sam Ide. Hennigan back on the near side. Bouncing puck at center ice, Moberg. He'll shove it on the far side, Quentin Hill. He'll pull it in, chops it toward the front of the net. Moline gets it on the near side. Looks to center. Now dumps it near corner instead. Behind the net to Hill into the far corner. Hill going to be picked up from behind. Hennigan, nice job to hold it in. Check it, Harrison Stewart. Bouncing puck out of the reach of Moline, and a hand pass here against Northland. And we'll get a face-off here in the Stevens Point offensive zone.
Yep.
Opening couple of minutes.
An all-important, Tom, offensive face-off, and a no change on the Lumberjacks with the hand pass. So tired, a little extended shift time here for the Lumberjacks as the Pointers bring that number 1 line out.
Off the face-off, Humberstone, side of the net. Pulias taken down in front of the net and shaking his hand like he took a whack. Here's Chirino with it now. Pulias in front. Kerr with a save and hangs on.
Deflected off of a Lumberjack defender right in on Kerr. Gloves it down. I believe it's Harrison Stewart jumping in and trying to find some loose change in front.
Sean, the Pointer women have put a 7-up spot up on Northland in Ashland. 3 in the third. Ashton Wilczek, Courtney Leising joining the scoring parade. Send some of that down here,
please.
All right, Northland back the other way. Near side. Long range, Fletcher Anderson. He'll wait for it ahead. Sherino. Nifty little pass here. Sherino looks to elevate. Beautiful job to get it free. Centers it, comes back through. Shot fired. Kerr with a save, and he hangs on.
Oh, it's a start, Tom. It's a start. You win a couple 50-50 battles. You get the puck deep, and then you go low to high with Fletcher Anderson coming in late with a big slap shot from the far face-off dot. Knuckled in on Kerr. He makes a good save. It's got to start somewhere. And who's going to light the match?
16:46 to go. We're even at 1, and Sean, you need a regulation win too.
Yes, exactly.
Gunrowski back high. Brady Smith with a shot. Pad save made. Cleared out far side. Smith back to get it. Another nice effort there. Gunrowski again. He will feather it ahead for Fader out of his reach and an icing call. 16:31 to go here in the third period.
You just can't do that, Tom. You gotta get the you gotta force the play back in the Pointer end, and you're trying to get some momentum going, get your forecheck going, and you ice the puck like that. You gotta make sure that pass in the neutral zone is crisp, and you get off to the races offensively.
All right, off the face-off, he rubbed out to the far corner, and Northland wins this battle here. Big hit there by Brady Smith. Northland walks away with it, and out high it comes. Bring it back to the point. Long-range shot. Through to the near side. Here's Bunting with it. Fader stick job here. Now Northland wanted a penalty. He didn't get it. Here's Bunting in. Bunting 3-on-1. Leaves it. Gunrowski shot. Pad save made. Bad angle shot. Oh, huge rebound left out in front of the net. But there to pick it up for Northland is Trey Taylor. Through the neutral zone, and a penalty coming up against the Pointers. Northland has tied the game. They will go to the power play. I believe it's a slashing call here to Matthew Falls. And the Lumberjacks back to the power play.
This will be their 5th power play of the night. Falls to the box for slashing. Oh, man. Maybe a penalty kill can get this Pointer offense going.
All right, they are underway in both Menominee and River Falls. Superior a 1-0 lead. River Falls a 1-0 lead. Off the draw, far face-off, circle out high. Varga, long-range shot, glove save made by Ryan Wagner.
Deflected it off his stick, Tom, right into his...
That looked awkward.
Very awkward. It looked like it surprised Ryan coming in. Was able to make the good glove save.
Face-off to the left side of Wagner. Ide behind the net. Hennigan reaches it ahead. Tice will get it, and he will send it down. Simple and a clear back around. All right, so behind the net. Josh King. Near side, Kenny Stiles. Stiles trying to get free, and Northland has been in this boat pretty much the entire month of January. In the game late. On high, Ben Varga looks to send it deep, far corner, half ball on the far side, King. Back to Varga. Varga back to King. And they're just working it back and forth. Long range shot blocked there by Tice. Ide after it, can't clear. Now far side, Tice got hammered on the far side. Sam Ide with a big time play to pull it out of midair. Send it, clear it out. Stiles will get it. Northland touches up. They'll flip it deep. Ide behind the net. He will spin with it again. He will roll it up the middle and a bouncing puck down the length of the ice. 50 seconds remaining on the Northland power play. 14:45 to go in the third. We're tied at 1. Ewing. Taylor Ewing, cross ice pass to Andrew Lewiski in, leaves for a trailer. Right back up the middle, walking Weimer, shot blocked there by Andrew Poulias, stung him. Now coming right to the back door, nobody home. Konrowski clears it out far side with David Hill. Lumberjacks get it, half wall on the far side, Weimer to the far corner, back to Weimer. Weimer out high to Lewiski. Bouncing puck, he can't handle it, now swirls around and gets it. He'll leave it on the half wall on the near side, Max Collette. Far side, long range shot, redirected, Wagner with a big time save. David Hill tried to clear it up the far side, no luck there. Northland with it again, Collette with it. Now they'll go back in, Pointers get a piece of it, they'll shove it far side, can't clear it out. Now they go coming down low, right in front, shot, Wagner with a save, and then a collision. He's able to keep it out, 1 second remaining on the power play.
As Northland finally got some puck movement, some good puck movement. They caught the Pointers on extended penalty kill there. And good positional penalty killing by the Pointers. Just couldn't get the final clear. Ryan Wagner makes 2 big saves on this penalty kill, and you're a second away from going back 5-on-5 and getting back to work offensively.
All right, off the draw, falls out of the penalty box here. Stevens Point Bunting, 3-on-2. Back the other way, Bunting holds up. He'll zip it through, nobody home. Brady Smith back to get it, and then he gets his pocket picked here. And back the other way comes Northland, but Sean Bunting back with it again. Bunting at center ice ahead. Here's Brady Smith, far side. Smith walks in. Smith looks to load, instead comes back through to the middle. And again, nobody home up the middle for the Pointers. Aromatario will get it back. He will circle back around on the near side. Holds up, now sends it ahead. A bouncing puck through. Falls, a nice job to keep that going. Matthew Falls in on the near side. Taken out, penalty call coming up here. Bunting will get to it, and Wags not able to get off, but a tripping call coming here. 13-16 to go in the third. Stevens Point to the Skyward power play.
It'll be their 3rd power play of the night, Tom, so an excellent opportunity to get back in the lead in this game. As Falls works hard. And they just gave an extra 10 misconduct.
All right, so it is what, Evan Ilkos? Is that who it is?
Yep, exactly.
And he's pretty much done for regulation here. With 13-16 to go.
Nope, they're going to. Are they sending him off time? Nope, they shouldn't. It's only a 10.
So, 2 minutes for tripping.
And then a 10.
And the penalty be served by Josh King. So, a 10-minute misconduct as well. So, 13-16 to go here. All right, Skyward power play for the Pointers. And a chance to get the lead back. Off the draw, Hennigan. Waits for it, near side, Chirino right through to the middle, backhanded shot and a goal! An absolute blister of a backhander from Andrew Poulias. Power play goal puts Stevens Point back in front.
Well, that didn't take long, did it, Tom? Nice job of the Pointers winning a face-off and finding Andrew Poulias right down Main Street. A backhanded goal up and over the shoulder of Kerr. His 10th of the year. Pointers have the lead back at 2-1.
All right. I'll tell you what, Evan Ilkos better watch out here, Sean, or his night might be done. Skyward power play goal for the Pointers. And off the face-off, here's Northland back the other way. Wagner deflects it off to the near corner. Weimer with some speed. Now in the near corner. Point will look to dig it out. David Hill for Stevens Point. Up the wall on the near side. Now they walk right back through. Cleared out. Here's Jake Tice. Senior Tice to the right wing to Hill. He'll come back to the middle off the stick of a defender, and that allows Tice to get to it on the near side. Trying to slide it back for Gunrowski behind the net. David Hill reaching. Tice now 12:40 to go here. And Tice with a shoulder. Near side held in. They'll go deep. Cycling near corner, David Hill. Northey calling for it. Now he'll go to the near wall, into the near corner, and come away with it. Northey reversing back. He will slide it out high. Gunrowski, cross ice. One-timer by Romatario. Pad save made by Kerr. Rebound is there. Pointers couldn't get to it. Back behind the net it goes again. Tice off on a change. As Northland with it, they'll lift it ahead. Here's Gunrowski near side. Shoves it ahead for Quentin Hill. Hill coming back. Quentin Hill on the far side. And what is it, John? Coquitlam, right? Is that right?
Yep. Yes, Coquitlam.
That was a geography lesson on the old Pointer Profile a couple weeks ago, right?
Yes, it was.
Near side, Hennigan. Into the near corner. Northland still trying to dig it out. They will here. Ty Brown back with it. King on the near side. Puts the brakes on. Stripped away from behind by Moberg. Now here comes Mick Hennigan back the other way. Just missed a turnover back the other way. Northland is offside here. Sam Ide back to get it. 11:25 to go in the third. Ide almost turns it over right in front of his own net. Moberg chips it ahead, but not far enough. Northland sends it back in. Offsides again. And no icing call. Near side, Hennigan ahead. Matthew Falls gathers it in. 3-on-2 for the Pointers. Falls in near side. Tries to dance in front. Backhanded shot. Kerr fought that one off with a pad. Behind the net. Kenny Stiles, I believe, with it. Now here's Falls right in front of the net. And then Chris Kerr going to dive up. Matthew Falls hustling on the forecheck.
Yeah, so officially the Pointers scoring their second goal of the night on the Skyward power play. Pouliot, his 10th of the year. Hennigan and Fletcher Anderson get the assists at 6:50. The Yellow Jackets have tallied in the first 10 minutes of the third period. Menominee, they lead 2-0. They're looking for the sweep on the road, Tom.
Sweep and then setting up
extra
doing
day
their
off.
part to try to set up an all-in for next weekend. Pointers got a long way to go here first. Sent in deep. Down, coming around, and up the wall on the near side, Matthew Falls. Long-range shot, pinballing away. Side of the net, Harrison Stewart to Matthew Falls. He tried to clear up the middle. Backhanded shot is shuffled, and Ryan Wagner hangs that on, and Harrison Stewart clears the net out in front of his senior netminder.
Yeah, with that score in Menominee, Tom, it makes this even bigger to get a win in regulation. The full 3 points is a must.
And at River Falls, 8 minutes into the third period there, still 1-0. Seems like, Hennigan and Sherino get the assists?
Oh, they changed it, okay.
I believe is what Tim Bone has just come to tell us. Ooh, big hit on the near side. Brady Smith shot. Oh, boy, Smith back to his feet, though. Able to poke it free. Boy, some heavy lumber on the near side. Pouliot in there as well. Near side, Northland really battling hard here to try to dig it free. Nick Aromatario will come away with it here for the Pointers. He'll go ahead. Fletcher Anderson, now Dawson Sherino through the middle. Carries it 2-on-1 with Smith. Sherino pulls back to Smith. Bouncing puck over his stick. Just missed on the near side. Lamberty has it for a minute. Aromatario back with it again. Pointers finding some space here. Sherino back. Anderson, a rocket, misses the net. Near side, Ide hustles. They walk him, and it's a 2-on-1. Brown back the other way. Firing a shot. Shoulder save made by Ryan Wagner. Another shot from distance. Still loose on the far side. And what do we have here? Up and out of play.
Tom, things are ratcheting it up.
9:47 to go here.
Yeah, lots of frustration. A lot of frustration from the Lumberjacks. Here, I think we're going to get the media timeout, aren't we? Yep, media timeout.
We should. 9:47 to go here, media timeout. Stevens Point, a 2-1 lead here on the Pointers Sports Network.
Sure Tire and Service gets your car done right. Big town savings with a small town smile. State of the art Goodyear service keeps you going mile after mile. We're working to earn your trust. You can count on us. Sure Tire and Service gets your car done right.
Nothing beats the excitement of UW Stevens Point Athletics. Advance tickets for men's hockey and basketball are available online at tickets.uwsp.edu or by calling the University Information and Ticket Office at 715-346-4100. Game day tickets for all Pointers events go on sale at the door 1 hour prior to game time, with group pricing available with 48-hour advance purchase required. Get your seat in the dog pound today at tickets.uwsp.edu.
All right, back here at Wood Arena, getting to crunch time here, Sean. 9:47 to go at Stevens Point. Andrew Pouliot' 10th of the year in the Skyward power play has Stevens Point up 2-1, but not feeling comfortable with this at all.
Nope.
All right, Hennigan near side, out of the reach of Jake Tice. Bad turnover by the Pointers, and Northland sends it back to the far corner. Now Hennigan around again. Now they dance it free again. Can't get a shot off. What a job here by David Hill to jam off a shot. Around here to the near corner. Wilson Northey up to get it. Now he's bumped on the near side, but got it out. Tice reaching for it. Bouncing. King. Northland is offside. King comes walking in. Tice, good recovery to back and lift it off. Near side right back to King. He'll fire a shot. That's blocked in front of the net. Comes rolling toward the front of the net, and Hennigan will gather it in. Hennigan around to the far side up the wall. He's able to muscle it out. Ewing had it for a minute. Now Northland will send it back deep again. Coming up on 9 minutes to go here in the third period of a one-goal game. Near side, Hennigan feeds it ahead. Bunting. Fader will bring it in. Now they'll come walking in. Matthew Falls puts the brakes on. Feeds a shot. Fought off by Kerr. by Matthew Falls.
So close.
So close to his first career goal. Now Fader, a long-range shot, and that's blockered away here by Kerr into the netting. We'll get a whistle, 8:39 to go.
Yep, nice little blocker save up into the netting, nonchalantly.
All right, Sean, that Adrian scores final. It's 8-4.
Okay.
Adrian wins that. St. Scholastica leading Bethel 6-4 in the crazy games of the night. Hamlin and Gustavus tied at 2. Get an update on this. Yep. Now here's Stevens Point with it. Harrison Stewart a shot. Ooh, did that hit Bunting? Off the back of his shin. And now a long pass up ahead. Northland gets it in. Ryan Wagner after it. Wagner to Brett Humberstone. Humberstone. Another bad pass here. Taylor with it. Here's Breton walking up, firing a shot. That's lifted wide. Stevens Point is clinging to life here. Shot fired. That's scooped wide to the near side. They are playing with fire. Fader reaching for it here on the near side. Now they'll go to it far corner. Still around, and Wall on the far side. Bunting back on the near side here. Finally, Humberstone will get it off the glass. Can't clear it out again. But Northland can't hold it in either. On the near side, Falls ahead. Humberstone will get it, and he'll chip it deep. Sean Bunting going to give chase here with 7:40 to go in the third. Bunting coming off on a change. Poulias on the forecheck. Ahead it goes. Sherino almost chipped it free. Gonrowski with it now. He'll turn to look instead. Rink wide to Romatario. Romatario, a little hesitation here. Long range shot here. Pass here. Goes wide. We'll get a whistle and an icing call. 7:27 to go.
That face-off will come all the way back down to the Pointer end, and Stoughton has tallied to cut the lead to 1. Last gasp for the Blue Devils.
Gunnar Moore on the power play at 10:17 for the Blue Devils. So they come swinging back here. River Falls still leading 1-0. Shots even, 21 apiece in that one. Off the face-off, Romatario with some separation. Near side to Sherino. Fortunately, Northland offside as he misplays it here on the near side. Gonrowski has a fire drill of a clear out here by the Pointers. Finally ends up going down. Kerr plays it, stops it. Sherino takes it away. Sherino looks to center. Instead comes to Fletcher Anderson. Anderson looked to cycle and get out high. Anderson puts the brakes on and jams a shot right into skates. Breakaway back the other way here for Northland. But Gonrowski on the back check chipped it away. Jake Lamberty back the other way. What a hustle there by Nick Gonrowski. Far side of Romatario. They'll pile it up on the far side. Sherino trying to dig it again. Fletcher Anderson in there for Stevens Point comes free. 6:40 to go in the third. Stevens Point a 2-1 lead. Near side. And Fletcher Anderson, a long shot in, blocker to side by Kerr. Cody Moline after it. He and Isaac Moberg here near side. Moberg gets to it behind the net, poked away in front of the net, comes backhanded shot over the top of the net by Moline. Penalty call coming up here against Northland. Stevens Point taken down behind the net. Wagner coming off for an extra attacker. Hennigan almost loses an edge, so he'll pull it back. Jordan Fader's on as an extra attacker. They'll give it to Fader. Fader walks up far side, tries to chop it free, still loose. Boy, I thought Northland played the puck, but they'll say no. Stevens Point pulls it back. 6 minutes to go here. Extra attacker on for the Pointers. Hennigan weaves his way through, lost it, got it back, brings it in, now dumps it. Now they zip it near side Jordan Fader. He'll put the brakes on. 5:50 to go. Fader going to bring it back again. Stevens Point going to try again.
Yep.
Why not? Here's Fader, far side. He'll get it to Moline. Whistle and an offsides with 5:43 to go here. Stevens Point.
It's going to be a cross-checking call on the Lumberjacks. See who's coming to the box here.
So it is Bryson Ciccone on a cross-checking call. So face off to the left side of Chris Kerr. Skyward power play for the Pointers. 5:43 to go with a 1-goal lead. Looking for a big-time insurance goal here. Pointers win the draw and then lose it. Hill back, bouncing puck, short-handed. Matthew Falls will calm it down, and he will reset here. Flips it near side. Romatario on the near side. Pointers got a hold up here. They rim it around deep. Bunting on the far side. Up in the air. Smith holds it in. Smith for Bunting on the far side. Northland will get it and dump it down the length of the ice. Way too casual with the puck still here. All right, Brady Smith with it now. Smith around, near side of Romatario. Off his stick, gathers it back in, near corner. He'll hold up. Romatario shoves it out high to Smith. Brady Smith coming along. Smith will get free. Looks for a shot instead to the backhand of a Romatario. Now with it, Smith with it again. Brady Smith chips it. Bunting trying to spin and shoot. Tried to come back out high to Smith, but a defender gets a stick on it. Smith shoves it far side to David Hill. Hill gets it deep. Here comes Bunting. Bunting holds up. Good body position. Gets it to Chirino. He'll walk in. Lost the handle. Got it back. Fires a shot deflected up into the netting and out of play. 55 seconds to go in the power play.
This little play there, Tom, to keep the offense going and the momentum going in towards the offensive zone. Chirino with a good shot, and just deflection by the Northland defense and up and into the netting.
Pointer women, Sean, have won 7-0 and have put 65 shots on goal. I'm wondering if that's a program record. I want to say I thought 59 may have been the previous record. Northland clears it out. Hennigan back to get it. Stevens Point, 40 seconds on the Skyward power play. Hennigan through to Chirino, back near side, Fletcher Anderson. He gets it to Fader on the near side. Jordan Fader carries it, looks to center, cuts behind the net. Far side, Poulias, out high to Hennigan. Hennigan, rink wide to Fletcher Anderson. He'll go to the top of the face-off circle. Chirino back near side to Poulias. Coming out high, a bomb of a shot. Save made by Kerr. Rebound gathered in by Fletcher Anderson. Anderson steps, goes far corner to Chirino. Chirino, a backhander back out to Anderson. 10 to go in the power play. Hennigan slides it near side. Poulias comes back through to the middle. Backhanded shot. Smothered down there. Poulias after it near corner. For Northland, it is Eric Honnold that'll get it. Down in on Ryan Wagner, and that'll do it. Back to even strength. 3:40 to go in regulation. Stevens Point a 2-1 lead. Harrison Stewart behind the net. Stewart. Far side, Isaac Moberg. You possess the puck here, Sean, you win the game.
Exactly.
Humberstone, cross ice to Stewart, 3:20 to go. Up ahead, Quentin Hill in the zone onside. He'll go to the far corner, bumps there, spins it free, but Northland with it. Ewing back the other way. Ewing surveys it up. He's going to be content to get it deep near side. Taylor after it, Trey Taylor. Taylor centering it back through. Here's Quentin Hill. Hill on the right wing in with Moberg. Trailer Humberstone waits. Had his stick lifted from behind. Brock Weimer with a nice job. Long range pass ahead for Ewing. Might be a 2-on-1. Ewing coming to the front of the net and whistling it offside.
Yep. Northland was offsides, Tom. And yep. That is a break because it was a 2-on-1. Clear cut coming back through. As the face-off, they're going to call it an intentional offsides, so we'll keep this face-off down in the Pointer offensive end. We take a look at the scoreboard with 4:40 to go in Menominee. The Blue Devils trying to get back in their game against the Yellow Jackets, 2-1. Superior still holds the lead.
I'm too old for this. Northland, Ciccone back the other way, might be a 2-on-1. Josh King, shot fired, blocked over the top of the cage. Somebody lost or broke a stick here. It's a defender in front of the net, Gunrowski. They'll center it. Far side, Wilson Northey will get it. Northey going to break it out. Comes near side, David Hill. Not quite in stride. Carries it through on the near side. Feathers it through. Really good stick here by the Lumberjacks to keep it going from to the far side instead of in front of the net where Point was trying to take it. Gunrowski, a fresh twig, near side. Ewing kicks it free, near side, sent right back out. Northland is off sides here. No, they'll let him go on. Ewing drags it through. Now they walk right in front. Poke check here by Wagner. Watch out. Slides behind the net, goes to the far side off the outside of the net. Round near side, centering pass coming, bounces over Ciccone. 2 minutes to go in regulation. Sean Bunting almost sprung himself free. Near side, now it's Weimer on the far side. Kerr looks to the bench. Weimer, far side. Brady Smith forces him wide. They'll bring it out to the point. Long range shot. Watch out here. Double deflection. Stevens Point. Brady Smith stick tied up now. Gets to it. He'll lift it up. And will this be an icing call? Jordan Fader hustling to the dots. Gets there. Wins the battle. Shoves it around near side with 1.5 minutes to go in regulation. Now back to get it. Mick Hennigan. Hennigan across, ahead, Bunting giving chase. He'll pull up, comes back free. Matthew Falls walks through, tried to go to his forehand, turned it over. Chris Kerr looking to the bench, long range pass ahead. Ryan Wagner fans on it to the far, but gets it to the far corner. Kerr still not off, and behind the net it's Sam Ide with it. Pointers have possession here with 1:10 to go in regulation. 1:10 to go. Ide ahead. Matthew falls to the red line. He'll backhand it and get the puck deep. 5 to go. Behind the net, Ty Brown. Brown, far side, Kerr looking off again. Pointers intercepted. Poulias leaves it back. Harrison Stewart near side, under a minute to go. Stevens Point a 2-1 lead. Humberstone walks in, but we'll get a whistle and an offside with 53.5 seconds to go.
Just a tick off sides were the Pointers' Andrew Poulias on that far side of the blue line. So 53.5 seconds to go. Neutral zone face-off here for the Pointers. The Blue Devils have taken a timeout in Menominee with 3:36 to go and down a goal.
All right.
I think we have a timeout called.
All right,
by
Sean. So again, final 7-0. Stevens Point beats Northland. 65 shots on goal. Not a program record.
Okay.
69 against Lawrence.
Okay.
New Year's Eve a year ago. I knew it was close in the neighborhood. So nice win for Ann Ninneman and the Pointers. They'll play game 2 tomorrow afternoon. Also keeping an eye, they are under 3 minutes to go at River Falls, and the Falcons still a 1-0 lead. But our game here, Sean, 2-1. Shots on goal 27-15. Still in favor of the Pointers. And we'll get a, let's see here. The faceoff will come just outside the Northland blue line here on the near side, so Chris Kerr will have to come back.
Yep.
Win a draw, get the puck deep, grinder away.
That's the formula, right?
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll see how that goes, but a big face-off. I would assume it'll be either Isaac Moberg or Andrew Poulias to take this draw, Tom. Big neutral zone face-off. Look at Jake Tice is lining up a little bit farther wide, trying to open up the Lumberjack defense.
Got to be smart with the puck here. All right, Isaac Moberg to take the draw for Stevens Point. Isaac Moberg wins it. Hennigan, cross ice, Sam Ide. He will wind it up. Glove save made by Kerr, and he's just going to hang on. You'll take that.
You'll take that. That's just a good hustle play by Jake Tice and Isaac Moberg to force the hand of Chris Kerr and slow things down with 41.3 seconds to go here in the hockey game.
Face off to the left side of Chris Kerr. And far corner, Tice muscling it there to the far corner to eat some time. And here's Isaac Moberg to go in. Poulias in front, shot save made by Kerr. What a forecheck.
Oh, what a great forecheck. You win a draw. Isaac Moberg wins a 50-50 puck in the far corner and finds Andrew Poulias all by himself. Wonder if he knew he had that much time and space, Tom, in front of Chris Kerr. Took us a little bit more time to label up a good shot.
37.9 seconds remaining. Never easy.
Nope.
And Tice wins it back to Sam Ide. Ide will ring one up, deflect it over the top of the cage. 30 seconds to go here on the near side. And back the other way, Collette. Collette gets it deep off of Hennigan. Kerr to the bench for an extra attacker. Pointers get to it, far side. Poulias slows it down, can't clear it out. Turnover, now kicked at. Here's Northland coming right in front, swept wide, shot in the goal. Northland scores 16.7 seconds remaining on a turnover. Oh my goodness.
A turnover, the Pointers just couldn't clear the puck. They couldn't get it out of their own zone, Tom, and the pinballing puck found the weak side, and a Northland forward able to slam it home on the back door. We're tied at 2 at Willett Arena. Shock.
All right, Jordan Fader to take the face-off. Now Northland looking to get it back in again, deep on the far side off the far wall. Here's Aromatario. He'll feed it ahead. Sean Bunting on the near side throws it in front. 6 seconds to go. Near side. Northland will eat it up in the near corner. And that'll do it for regulation. We are headed to overtime. And that is a very costly point just lost by the Pointers.
Josh King will get the tying score at 19:44 of the third period. Superior is just tallied with 1:26 left in Menominee, so they're back up by 2 goals.
All right, we'll take a break and come back with overtime. Tied at 2 in the Pointer Sports Network.
Snow Pilot is our winter seasonal. This beer has a tremendous body. The malt feels great. What I like is the nuttiness that it gets from the Maris Otter malt. Pistachio just comes through like you wouldn't believe. It's almost dessert-like. This is absolutely a winter beer, and if you ever have a campfire in the middle of winter, this is what you want in your glass. It's just great.
Warm up this winter with a Snow Pilot from Point Brewery.
Want to stay in the game online with the Pointers? Visit the official UWSP Athletics website, athletics.uwsp.edu. The new and improved online home of the Pointers provides fans with a clean, consistent, and modern experience across all devices. You'll find the latest Pointers news, rosters, schedules, results, links to live broadcasts, statistics, and much, much more. Your gateway to the Pointers Sports Network, athletics.uwsp.edu. Visit your local festival foods today. Pick up a sweet treat from their Scratch Bakery, your favorite decadent entree from their savory meat department, or fresh produce to feed your body from their Days Fresher Produce Department. Festival Foods is a proud community partner and sponsor of UW Stevens Point Athletics. Nothing beats the excitement of UW Stevens Point Athletics. Advance tickets for men's hockey and basketball are available online at tickets.uwsp.edu or by calling the University Information and Ticket Office at 715-346-4100. Game day tickets for all Pointers events go on sale at the door 1 hour prior to game time, with group pricing available with 48-hour advance purchase required. Get your seat in the dog pound today at tickets.uwsp.edu.
All right, back here at Willett Arena, Tom Weaver, Sean McMahon. We are headed to overtime for what, the 7th time this year?
Correct.
And UW Superior has just beaten Stout, so that means the Yellow Jackets in first place. All right, Fader, Matthew Falls, Brady Smith for Stevens Point. As off the draw, Matthew Falls with it. Falls pushes it ahead, tried to center it to Jordan Fader, but it's Ewing with it, and Pointers force a turnover. 2-on-1. Falls loses an edge, comes in front. Here's Matthew Falls, tried to walk around, and here comes Northland back the other way. Varga coming in with speed, gets around Brady Smith, but then he forces him wide. Big collision there. Smith with it, trying to get a free 3-on-1 for the Pointers. Brady Smith, left wing. Jordan Fader coming in. Fader waits, comes in front, jammed off by the Lumberjacks. Far corner, they chip it out. Here's Brady Smith, he will pull it back. Stevens Point will get Fletcher Anderson out there. 4:20 to go in overtime. They'll feed it far side. Anderson in on the far side, 1-on-3. He will wait. Now he gets free. Here's Fletcher Anderson, comes back door, redirected. Try to redirect with Poulius. It's a 2-on-1 back the other way. Here comes Taylor Ewing back, broken up nicely by Hannigan. Pointers regain possession. Poulius around, under 4 minutes to go in overtime. Here's Fletcher Anderson through. Knifed away from him from the backside. Anderson keeps it going. He'll get it free, gives it to Hennigan under his stick. Back through on the near side, King with it now. Josh King to the near side, poke free again. Andrew Poulius is going to hustle to get to it on the far side. Poulius comes through. Here's Sherino. Walks through, came through the middle, couldn't get a shot off. Near side they go, into the near corner. Sherino on his horse, can't get to it. Now ties it up, gets it back again. Dawson Sherino waits, trying to walk it free in the far corner, still keeps it going. And it's Isaac Moberg in there to help out. Moberg digs it free. He will leave it to Sherino. Sherino walks again. He's going to pull it back out. 3:15 to go in overtime. Sherino wheeling back, he'll go to the far side. Sherino in on the left side, comes through to the middle. Good job here by Andrew Lewiski to free it up. Back the other way comes Bryson Ciccone. Ciccone coming in, puts the brakes on, waits for help. Watch out here as Brown in front of the net couldn't get to him. Under 3 minutes to go in overtime. 3-on-3. Brown pulls it all the way back. Brown looks to reset. Sam Ide out there. Sherino coasting around out there. I think he's going to try to come off here, and he does. Wilson Northey out there. Sam Ide, Isaac Mober. Now far side, here comes Northland. They bring it in. Far side, losing the handle on it on the way through, but hustling to recover is Ty Brown. Brown leaves it out high. Northland back to get it with 2.5 to go.
Northland playing the possession game here, Tom, controlling the middle stages of overtime.
Now Isaac Moberg dangles to pick it up. Here's Moberg back the other way. He'll leave it on the far side to Gunrowski. Back to Wilson Northey. 2:20 to go in overtime. Stevens Point has already given up a costly point here. Now it's Wilson Northey with it. Northey wheeling. He'll spin in the far side. Goes to the far corner. Northey coming around the senior on the near side. Waits. Lost the handle on it. Poked free, but he'll gather it back in. Wilson Northey back to Gonrowski. 2 minutes to go in overtime. Gonrowski circles back and around. River Falls has beaten Eau Claire 1-0. Long range pass. Fader, far side, cuts to the middle with Northey. Jordan Fader coming in, firing a shot. Kerr with a save. Rebound pushed just wide. And Fader bodies it up in the far corner. Northland gets it free. Gonrowski hustling on the near side with 1:40 to go. Here's Gonrowski out high, holds the zone. Gonrowski flips a shot. Kerr a save. Rebound, chip that loose. Oh boy, Kerr didn't have it covered. Quick whistle.
Super quick whistle.
And oh boy.
Goodness gracious. The Pointers able to get some puck possession and wear out the Lumberjacks in a 2-on-1 rush. Jordan Fader almost won the game. A great save by Kerr, and then a nice little shot again in on Kerr. Didn't have control of it. The Pointers were poking at it. And a quick whistle saves the Lumberjacks. 1:36 to go in overtime.
Not sure you want any part of a shootout. Poulias walks in front. Had it jammed off his stick. Northland in transition back the other way. King on the far side. Fletcher Anderson looks to pick him up. Puck loose. Here's Varga on the near side. Varga carries it in. Hennigan, good speed to get there and regain possession of the puck. Hennigan up ahead, turned it over. Now Hennigan's got to regroup to get there. He pokes it free on the far side. Trying to get it ahead. Here's Poulias ahead. Fletcher Anderson on a breakaway. Kerr coming out. Fletcher Anderson comes in. Shot. Pad save made by Kerr. Rebound to the near side. Anderson gathers it in. He'll get it to Poulias. Northland chopping at it on the near side. Still battling for it. Poulias walks away with it. 1 minute to go in overtime. Here's Poulias, far side. Andrew Poulias goes, leaves it back. Here's Fletcher Anderson. Anderson fires a shot, blocker to side, kick back toward the front. Northland gets it back here to Josh King. Comes all the way back out. Hennigan back to get it. Trying to feed Dawson Chirino, hustling back the other way. Here comes Chirino. In on the near side. Chirino comes, pulls up, walks through, goes back door instead of taking the shot. Jordan Fader couldn't get a shot off, and I think Jordan Fader just committed a penalty. Nope, they let it go. 27 seconds to go. Hennigan in far side. Hennigan. Now he'll cycle around. Hennigan leaves it to Fader. Hennigan blew an edge here. He'll get back to the bench. Here's Fader trying to get free. 16 to go in overtime. Jordan Fader looks for a wraparound. Nothing there. Comes in front. Brady Smith bouncing puck. Can't get it. Chirino with it. Walks in. Chirino coming in. Pad save. Then lifts it up over the top. Glove down by Fader. He'll reach for it. Brady Smith after it now trying to chip it free. Broken stick on the play of regulation. Comes to an end. We'll go to a shootout.
We'll go to a shootout to figure out who gets the point, the extra point tonight. And this game will go down as a tie officially, but the extra point here is really the most important part, right, Tom? I mean, you got to figure out a way to get a point.
So, best case scenario here, Sean, you get a point.
Is the shootout best of 5 or best of 3?
I think it's best of 3.
Best of 3, okay.
I believe.
I don't think we've done this.
You know, we did a couple early in the year, non-conference games, but nothing here. So we'll go to the shootout. It's a 3-person shootout for the extra point. And Sean, best case scenario, you win the shootout, get a win tomorrow, and you take a 2-point lead to Superior in the final weekend.
Yep.
That's as good as you can get right now.
Exactly.
But the pesky Lumberjacks again, Sean. Man, we said all around. Okay, River Falls has beaten Eau Claire, so that holds Eau Claire at 22 points. So Chris Kerr out, Ryan Wagner, and a shootout, 3-person shootout for the other point. Shots on goal through regulation, 35-16 in favor of the Pointers. Taylor Ewing will start here for Northland. He'll pick it up. He'll come across, cut to the far side, now back to the middle with some speed, walks in, misses wide. Taylor Ewing misses for the Lumberjacks. Fletcher Anderson is first up here for the Pointers. All right, Chris Kerr digging in. Fletcher Anderson He will walk in, slowly coming in, waits for him to set, still walking in, still coming, shot to goal. Oh, Fletcher Anderson unwinds it and goes 5-hole on Kerr.
He basically slowed down to barely moving forward, waited for Chris Kerr to stand back up and open up the 5-hole and slung it right along the ice. And a big first goal for Fletcher Anderson in this shootout.
All right, here comes Brock Weimer. Weimer coming in right at the teeth of the student section, slows down as well, walks in, lost the handle on it, and Ryan Wagner chops it away.
Never
got a shot off.
Never got a shot off. The leading scorer for the Lumberjacks never got a shot off. Lost the handle right at the goal crease. Nothing doing.
All right, it'll be Andrew Poulias.
This would be for the win, right?
For the win here. Andrew Poulias in with speed, cuts to the left side. Coming back to his forehand between the circles, waits, walks, shot. Save made by Kerr. Kerr outweighted him on the pad, so Ryan Wagner can seal the deal for the Pointers. Connor Taylor coming out here for Northland. That's a huge point. Holy smokes.
Goodness.
All right, Pointers, here comes Connor Taylor with speed up the middle toward Ryan Wagner. Waits again, backhanded shot and a goal. Oh, so off the bottom of his stick and in, and we're even. And now Wilson Northey will come out here for Stevens Point. So Northey can win the game, or win the point here.
Correct.
For Stevens Point. Wilson Northey with speed, picks it up the senior. Comes across, comes in on Kerr. Northey waiting back and forth, shot save made by Kerr.
Kerr does such a good job of outweighting. We've seen it all night, able to get the weak side leg pad out to make the save. And we're even after 3 at 1-1.
All right, sudden death now. It's Hartge that will come in. Luke Hartge. He will come in with speed on Wagner, shot and a goal. And Dawson Sherino is going to have to do it to keep things going.
Well, who else would you want, Tom, right?
Well,
Dawson,
the magician.
The guy that has all the moves will step up and try to extend the hockey game.
All right, Dawson Sherino, full speed as he picks it up at center ice. Bouncing puck coming in. Sherino walks in, keeps going, shot. And no, a save made by Kerr. Northland gets the point. So Stevens Point now trails UW Superior by 2 points in the WIAC standings. That is a heck of an effort by the Northland College Lumberjacks to come here. And we'll have game 2 tomorrow.
Yeah, it'll be game 2 tomorrow, and
it will come. So officially goes down as a tie.
Correct. Yep.
But Northland gets the extra point.
Yep.
As they will come up here. So game 2 tomorrow. And Stevens Point will have some work to do here. All right, we'll take a break. Looks like Coach Krieger going to make his way up here. We'll have that in just a minute here on the Pointer Sports Network.
Cousins Subs is coming bigger and better to Stevens Point. This March, Cousins will be moving to a new location at 111 North Division Street with a fresh look that includes a drive-thru. Whether it's a grilled-to-order cheesesteak, Wisconsin cheese curds, or a party box of subs, Cousins has something for every occasion. Order online at cousinsubs.com or with the Cousins Subs mobile app. Cousins Subs, believe in better.
All right, back here at Willett Arena, Tom Weaver, Sean McMahon, joined here by the head coach of the Pointers, and coach kind of more the same here, huh?
Yeah, like I said, I didn't expect us to just turn. You can't flip a switch. I mean, the good news and the bad news about our season right now is it's all mental. Good news being you can fix it. The bad news being it's not easy.
There were times that, in that first period, especially about the middleweight, you got things going. When does it go south? How did it go south on you?
Played pretty well. I mean, it's 7 minutes of penalty kill in the second period. Didn't get a lot of flow. I think we had our chances 5-on-5. Couldn't bury. Got a power play goal to go up 2-1, and then I didn't think we gave them many chances. We just couldn't get the puck out of our own end in the last 4 minutes, wherever it was, and you give them enough chances, it's going to happen.
Yeah. And short memory is a real key here. Huh?
Yeah, I mean, we're average. We're very, very average right now. So, I don't know. We got some stuff to figure out.
Well, you got an opportunity to come back here tomorrow quickly and get back to work, right?
That's all we can do.
All right, Coach. Thanks.
Guys.
Appreciate it. Pointers Coach Tyler Krieger. Tell you what, we're going to grab a break here, and we'll get our game wrap set for you here. But Stevens Point looking up in the standings for the first time in the year in the WIAC.
All season, yep.
As we go. We'll come back to give you our recap in just a couple of minutes here on the Pointers Sports Network.
Len Dudas Motors is your trusted Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealership in Stevens Point. Check out their large selection of new and used vehicles, or come in for a test drive. Ask questions about your financing, browse their inventory, or schedule the service you need to keep your vehicle running for years to come. From the time you enter the showroom, you can expect to be treated like family each and every visit. Len Dudas Motors, 3305 Main Street, Stevens Point.
In guys' hair, game day is every day. That's why the expert stylist at Sport Clips Haircuts study their playbooks with a fine-toothed comb.
Taylor, square face, wavy hair. What's the play?
1/8 inch mid-fade to 1 inch texture top with finishing details with a hard part and a tapered neckline, Coach.
Nice.
The Sport Clips stylist, they know no two guys are ever alike, unless they're twins. Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Show off your Pointer pride with the Affinity Debit Card exclusively from U.S. Bank. The Affinity Debit Card isn't just for students. Parents, alumni, faculty, and other fans can show their spirit too. Visit usbank.com/UWSP to get your Pointer Affinity Debit Card today. Or visit the campus branch location in the Dreyfous University Center Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. U.S. Bank, the official banking partner of UW Stevens Point.
The Pointers Blue Line Club brings together hockey fans from all levels to enjoy and support Pointers hockey. Whether you're an individual, family, or business, there are many ways you can support the Pointer program. Consider an individual membership, a business sponsorship, or visit the Blue Line Club apparel stand and purchase the latest items to show your Pointer hockey pride. Get more information at PointerBlueLineClub.com.
All right, back here at KB Will Arena, Tom Weaver, Sean McMahon, and full props to the Lumberjacks here.
Yeah, I mean, Chris Kerr did what he does, right, Tom? As he keeps his team in it, and we've seen it coming. We've seen the Lumberjacks play in January and how they've been coming along, and they were going to pick something off sooner or later, and they were able to get a late goal in the final 15 seconds here of regulation to force the overtime, and the Pointers had a couple good chances in overtime, couldn't bury, and then Northland takes advantage, and Chris Kerr wins the shootout for Northland tonight.
That they do. Let's see here. Fletcher Anderson is 8th of the year from Dawson Chirino and Andrew Pulias at 11:56. Stevens Point had a 1-0 lead that carried through 2 periods. And then it was Brock Werner, a minute 18 into the 3rd period, with his 5th of the year from Taylor Ewing. We were even at 1. Andrew Pulias on the skyward power play at 6:50. His 10th of the year from Mick Hennigan and Fletcher Anderson. And then the roof caved in the Pointers in the final minute. 1944, Josh King, his 4th of the year from Max Collette. And Ben Varga tied us at 2. Stevens Point out shooting Northland 13-7 in the 3rd period for a game total of 29-16. Northland 0 for 5 in the power play. 1 for 4 was Stevens Point here tonight. And through regulation, Ryan Wagner made 5 third period saves for a game total of 6. And it is Chris Kerr, 12 saves for a game total of 27. As now we get the final numbers in here, including overtime. Stevens Point outshoots Northland 6-0 in overtime and 35-16 for the game. Unbelievable. Chris Kerr ends up with 33 saves here tonight. And it is Ryan Wagner who is credited with the tie here tonight. So a combined 14 saves for he and Alex Proctor. So Taylor Ewing misses. Fletcher Anderson scores. Brock Weiner and Andrew Pulias both miss. Connor Taylor scores. Wilson Northey misses. Luke Hartke scores, and Dawson Chirino is stopped by Chris Kerr, and that is the difference. Lumberjacks get the shootout win. Goes down as a tie, but it is the extra point. So, Sean, heading into tomorrow, UW Superior in first place with 28 points. Stevens Point in second place with 26. Eau Claire in third. You got some help from the Falcons tonight.
You did.
As Eau Claire in third with 22 points. Stout with 19. River Falls with 8. And Northland with the 2 points. Actually, I take that back. Northland with the 2 points here tonight, up to 7. So, huge 3 points tomorrow must have for the Pointers here.
Absolutely.
And as we said, if you don't get 3 points tomorrow night, you're going to have to go and sweep the Yellow Jackets to try to get back to the top of the heap. So if you can get a win tomorrow, you'd go back up because Superior doesn't play tomorrow. And, in theory, you'd have a 1 point lead going in. Going into Superior and pretty much a straight up on the weekend in the regular season finale against a high-flying Yellow Jacket team that just swept Stout on the road and maybe ended any hope of them, of Stout here. Let's see here. It is a 7-point difference for the Blue Devils. So they are aced out of the 2 spot.
Correct.
So they can finish no better than third. So they are out on the bye. So, and Stevens Point, Sean, could still get caught here by Eau Claire. So, that 3 points tomorrow is a must. All right, other finals again. It's Superior beat Stout 3-1. River Falls beat Eau Claire 1-0. In the MIAC Hamlin, a game that seemingly is never ending. 3-2. Hamlin with a lead over Gustavus, and that is a late there with about 3.5 minutes to go. Augsburg beats Concordia, Minnesota 4-3. St. Scholastica beats Bethel 6-4. Adrian in the NCHA beats Aurora 8-4. Marion over Finlandia 5-1. Trine, we believe, beat Lake Forest. That has been locked up for a while. We think that's the final 2-1. St. Norbert beats MSOE 5-2, and Concordia, Wisconsin beats Lawrence 5-1. That's big for the Falcons trying to keep in the playoff race there. And the Pointer women, 65 shots on goal at Northland, and they beat the Lumberjacks 7-0. So we'll see. Got to be better tomorrow night.
Yeah, got to figure it out, right? They have to get back to their. They just have not had lots of sustained offense, and really that's where the Pointers need to start.
And the Lumberjacks will be ready to go. All right, we got to pick our Pointer Blue Line Club player of the game. This is a tough one. I think I'll go Andrew Poulias with a goal and an assist here tonight. Yeah. Scored a power play goal that at the time gave him the lead. You thought it was going to be good enough until 15 seconds remaining, and the roof caved in on you. All right, Northland gets the 2 points here tonight. Stevens Point going to try to come back tomorrow and get a win and get back into first place. Hope you'll be with us. We'll be on the air with pregame programming at 6:45. For Sean McMahon, I'm Tom Weaver. Thanks for listening to Pointers Hockey on the Pointers Sports Network. This has been UW Stevens Point Hockey on the Pointers Sports Network. Pointers Hockey on the Pointers Sports Network is brought to you by Marshfield Clinic Health System, Skyward, U.S. Bank, Century Insurance, Century World, PJ's Restaurant, Team Sherrill Companies, Subway, Stevens Point Brewery, General Beer, also by Papa John's, the National Guard, TDS Fiber, Buffalo Wild Wings, Len Dudas Motors, Dunkin' Donuts and Baskin Robbins in Stevens Point, Sport Clips, Hilltop Pub and Grill, Auto Select, Pizza Range, Coca-Cola, and BSN Sports Under Armour. This broadcast is an exclusive presentation of UW Stevens Point Athletics. Join us again for Pointers Hockey on the Pointers Sports